Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing, folks?
Wouldn't you like to know, Joe?
I just asked. Okay, I just
like
asked.
to know that.
I would. Do you know what I would like to know? Answer the damn question, man. Okay.
I'm doing okay.
Okay, great, cool.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, of course. Well, hey, welcome back to episode 83. I think we're only one person down today. Dodger just going to be AFK for like the first, 10 or so minutes, and then sweep in afterwards. I didn't get a chance to update your character art yet because I haven't got all the information in from everyone's characters. So I'm going to do that next week. So you'll see the rotational art does say level 11, but you guys are all level 12 as of last week.
Oh shit, I forgot to level up.
Yeah, you weren't so...
It's okay. I'm doing it now.
I was hoping you wouldn't say anything because your face gave away. When I said that, you went...
You
just hear like the furious typing.
Yeah.
I went through the DMs and I couldn't see anything about leveling up, but it's weird because my brain was like, I thought I read something about leveling up, and I didn't look deep enough. I don't
fairness,
think.
You weren't here, so it's like
Yeah.
Oh,
it's weird.
you
My
weren't.
brain,
Yeah.
I wasn't. Yeah, there was a part of my brain that remembered reading something like that though, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, you still got a cough, Sam? You've been ill for like a month, dude.
I need to get antibiotics. It's been like 2 months.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jesus, dude, what do you have?
Got the lung rot.
What do you have?
I got really sick, but I just couldn't shake the cough. I feel fine otherwise. I just have a cough.
That's not fun.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's not fun. Well, hey, I hope you get better, man.
Thanks, man. I hope you do too. You sound like shit.
Yeah, I think, although I think I'm good by tomorrow. I'm only blowing my nose. That's all I got. No, he knows I'm sick. He knows I'm sick.
He's got cold.
I'm never today.
Yeah.
I thought it was just coming at you.
I thought it was a dig.
I didn't notice Joe was sick. I just thought.
Me neither.
I didn't either.
It was
The only way you guys didn't notice.
No,
Yeah.
I swear on my life, I
He
didn't
didn't
notice.
say that much.
Yeah, I sound as cool always,
Sorry, I'm
guys.
not a very attentive friend. Like, oops,
Wait.
my bad.
Okay.
We'll see.
All you guys are telling me is you feel like all English people have a permanent cold when they talk.
Honestly,
Yeah.
my
nasally, aren't we?
almost every single
Yeah.
English person I know has some kind of perpetual disease in their body. There's always something wrong with them. They're always ill.
So do you.
It's true.
Hey, it takes one to know one. I just assume all you guys are dying the same way I'm dying at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
These
all
old
fading.
bones.
These are all bones. We're all fading. But who's not fading? Your characters, because you did level up to 12. So if you haven't done that, do so now. Otherwise,
You can just say Bree. You're not talking to anyone else.
did anyone else miss that
Okay,
level up?
I'm nearly done. I was doing it in pre-show.
Oh
There you
shit!
go. There you go. See, there you go. Shayne,
ally,
Shayne, have you
I'm
done
an
yours,
ally.
Shayne?
Ally.
I did mine last time we were all together at the end of session.
Feet today. I forgot
Okay,
to do
some
that part,
people's
but I
are
didn't know.
easier than others, okay?
No, level 12 is the
It's
same
an
for everyone.
Oh yeah. It's an ASI
Ability
and a feet,
score.
right?
Yeah, it's the same for everyone. It's everyone's as easy as each other as a 12. Although Sam did go full warlock.
Mine is
So
not
yeah,
easy,
yours
dude.
is definitely a mix-up, clean-up. Okay, well, hey, you guys are all level 12 now, despite what the sheet says below me. You guys can ignore that in the chat. Just imagine the health is a little bit higher, and they've got a feat, most likely.
We've had feet the whole time, man. We've all got 2.
Well, I haven't seen them. I've only seen the shoes. The last time we left off, you guys had just entered into the land without light. Now, I haven't written a recap, right? Mostly because I was like, I'm 3 weeks ahead on prep. I'm all good. I don't need to
Didn't
do
write the
And I forgot it.
recap. Didn't update
Yeah.
the characters.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
are we gonna walk out to like a fucking
I
blank
was in La
canvas
France,
today,
okay?
man? Like, what's going on with the
you guys are going to be
episode?
fighting on a white map against goblins, which I'm pulling in now. I'll let you guys. Roll20's letting you choose your ASI. You can edit your shit.
Okay, read it for the class. I was
I
trying to
wrote
be
her dirty
polite.
laundry.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's grayed out for some reason, even though it says ability score increase level 12.
I don't know. Are you using the character mounter?
I've never touched.
Should
that
I
thing.
not?
I've had to do all my
I
manually.
always say
Mine is
manual's
so-
smart nowadays.
I've been doing it on
Okay,
manual
so
ever
should I
since
just
character mancer like
choose
8
an ability
battle sheet
score?
ones.
ability
Yeah, I just say
score.
edit your sheet directly.
Guys, I got big
okay.
news.
What's up?
Yeah.
I have 3 spell slots now instead of 2.
Holy.
Oh,
Thank you for your time.
that's
I
pretty
have
big.
5 rages now.
Oh.
Okay, now it's just showing off.
I go
Okay,
10
sorry.
feet faster now. Again.
Whoa, dude, speed demon.
I'm gonna have to
I'm
make these
reaching
maps
that
bigger.
Aaron level of speed from last season now with the boots of speed on top. I think I can do.
It's fun.
I think
you
I
get
can do
addicted to the speed.
180 feet of movement a turn
Yeah.
if I actually need to.
Do you want me to make maps bigger just so you can run around faster?
Nah, it's funnier if I can do everything.
Okay.
Just kind of teleport around the map.
Okay, well, I will allow. I mean, if someone wants to volunteer like Dodger did last time, someone
I
can.
don't wanna do that.
Okay. Yeah. Didn't even let me finish the damn sentence. Just
I
kidding.
know what you're gonna say. I don't need to do all this.
Someone can improv the recap if they like. Otherwise, I don't mind taking it away.
God. I wasn't here, so
That's
I think
fair.
I'm excluded from that.
That's fair.
I think Bree tries to guess what happened.
Oh, I like that though. That's kind of fun.
Okay.
How do you think we won?
Okay.
Bree, you guess, and then I'll do the actual one.
Okay, that sounds good. Because I literally don't know anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Outside of the game.
Wait, are we still starting with rumor has it?
No, you can do it now. You don't. I'm also not gonna downvote you if you don't say that. So you don't have to do. There's no rules here. You can before the mechanics kick in.
I'll give you context. So you were outside, fighting kobolds while we were inside. So this is from V's point of view.
Maybe I kill more kobolds after the session 5 when I killed the baby, or when I almost killed the baby.
That was a null.
Well, I don't know if you killed them.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Shit.
From coming in.
Sorry.
But basically, V has no idea what transpired in that cave. So this is what you think happened.
Okay.
So do you remember the last time you left off before that?
Yeah, we
We don't do. I leveled up my barbarian. Rage.
the giants and the art, and we couldn't transport it because it's too heavy. And we were gonna go back and tell them what happened, but then we decided we were gonna kill them as well. Chimera.
Yep.
Okay, so last we left off, V was outside killing some kobolds, not gnolls. For some reason, there was a video game I played when I was younger where kobolds looked like gnolls, and
World
I
of
have that
Warcraft.
forever ingrained. Thank you.
Yeah.
But that was probably what it was. It's forever ingrained in my head. Outside killing kobolds, and the gang went inside, and they tried to talk to the Chimera at first, and were like, "Hey, man, maybe you should we saved your art. Maybe you feel really passionately inspired not to be shitty anymore." And the Chimera was like, okay. And then Morgaine was like, actually, I changed my mind. I would like to kill you. And then Tack was like, hey, Chimera heads, don't you guys get jealous and fight over leadership? And then the Chimera was like, wait a second. We do. And they started attacking each other. And then while they were attacking each other, Morgaine started chopping off their legs. Carlisle started chopping off their other legs. They got so many legs on this Chimera. Desmond took a hold of some legs too. And then there was legless and all heads. And it died because you can't live without legs if you're a Chimera because it's just heads. And so... Yeah, they just stopped. But then the one nice one lived long enough to be like, thank you for freeing me. I'll grant you this boon. And handed us 5,500 gold each, apparently. So.
That was close in the first half.
Yeah,
actually.
you had some details that were really close.
You kind of overcooked it a little bit.
Yeah.
Was it the legs?
The legs? No, the legs bit actually happened. That was the one bit. No, it didn't.
God damn it.
Sam, do you want to tell what actually happened?
We went in. We did the job done, and then we were like, peace, we're gonna go. And they were like, nah, one of you stays, because we're gonna eat one of you.
What?
And
Wait,
then-
why do they want to eat one of us? Is it knowledge? Do they think they're going to assimilate?
No, because they all had different.
I think he mixed it up.
No, that's what happened.
No, that's what
I don't think they happened.
Okay, so what happened was One of the heads was like, we should be allowed to eat one of them. But the snake's always like, nah, guys, everyone be chill, okay?
Yeah, because the snake
Everything's
is in
cool.
control.
And then Tack actually Dodger did a really good job at this.
Yeah, gaslit
They
the
like
heck out of
fuck
them.
yeah.
completely gaslit the fuck out of these heads. So they were all really pissed at each other. And the dragon one
Yes!
really wanted to eat one of us. And all the other ones were like kind of all doing their own thing. Then we started killing.
Oh,
And
fuck
after
yeah,
after
okay.
they all started fighting each other, we kind of all killed them. You really, Bree, you kind of focused on Morgaine being the aggressor. It was kind of
Yeah.
a group
Well,
effort, honestly.
because-
What
No, that's
actually happened
because-
was
Okay.
Shayne put the chimera in a cube of force.
Oh, yeah, this pissed
and it
me off.
couldn't do anything.
Holy
and then,
shit.
and then I put a ray of sickness.
We
underneath,
whacked
and
its legs. We did whack its
literally
legs.
Microwaved
Nice.
it alive.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Except one person had to stay in range, which was me, and so I got hit prone on turn 1, and I
Yeah.
stayed prone for 11 turns while it just pounded
It
me
was
to the
bad.
It was a
Damn.
bloodbath. It
while
really
everyone
was.
else did damage.
Damn.
And I went down twice.
Yep.
But we killed it.
Damn.
But
Holy
we
Jody
didn't
didn't play the
shit.
game because it sat in a cube.
But
Yeah.
you know what? That's the thing is you were the tank, and we didn't bring anyone else that was like away that session into the fight with us because
And then-
we just took a nerfed battle.
And then Tomato was like, "Is there diamond dust on the painting?" And Joe was like, "Yes." So he destroyed the entire painting and scraped
Sam's pulling out his
scraped
like
it off.
fucking like stuff he's upset about.
How do
now.
you know?
That's not a big deal.
He destroyed the
We-
whole painting, and it went from
Bree, what we established
50,000
as a
gold
group
value
that Sam
to nothing
is the
to
part
zero.
where we were never gonna find someone to appraise a painting the size of a fucking bust, by the way, in the north.
True.
We were like,
That's
let's harvest
fair.
all of the valuable parts off and leave it here instead of fucking bother with this thing that in like 20 sessions we will have forgotten exists entirely. So that's what I,
I
did.
see.
And I got us some more
Yeah.
resurrection.
And then we got 3 items,
makes
one of
sense.
which is legendary.
yes.
Ooh.
We haven't
forgot about
figured
that.
out what we're gonna do with it yet.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
shit.
They're all in the sheet thing.
Yeah, you should
I like
see
it
him
when
in
you
the
got
guys
general.
tell
Brooch
me
of-
though.
We got a brooch of many sizes.
like it when you read to me.
Which lets- we got a brooch of many sizes, which lets, as an action, you can cast Enlarge Reduce on yourself
Ooh.
once every 7 days.
Really strong. 'Cause
Okay.
It's no,
That's
it's
cool.
no
And I
attunement.
think you can overcharge it and do 2 sizes.
Yeah, you could.
Oh
you can
damn!
go
huge.
Holy
You
shit!
can go from like
Yeah.
normal to like
Someone
gigantic.
should definitely have that with it being no
Um,
attunement.
Hmm.
And we got a ring called the Enchantment Breaker, which just kind of sucks.
Well, it wouldn't. Here's the thing: the only way that I could see it being good is if the healing worked without it being a spell healing. Like if I could
Yeah.
use it and it would work on someone if I used
It's
a
spell
normal
healing,
heal,
so we're
one of
gonna
my
sell
heals.
it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
And then the last
Right.
one was a legendary helmet called the Crown of the Chimera,
Okay.
which is +2 to all saving throws, advantage on all deception checks, resistance to poison, and you always are under the effect of speak with animals when speaking to snakes. As a bonus
Oh.
action, you can activate the crown by speaking Draconis, Capre, or Leo, and then it does 3 different things. If you say Draconis, you can unleash 30 foot of fire ahead of you. If you say Capre, you
Dracarys.
get Eldritch Horns, and you can strike a
Shut up,
target
Joe.
100 foot away. And if you say Leo, you can do a roar that's heard up to 100 feet away.
It's
And
very.
any
strong.
allied creature that's
Damn.
frightened or stunned loses that condition.
Yeah,
Oh,
promise
shit.
it
That's
all
really good.
uses.
Who fails the save becomes stunned.
It is a
Holy
bonus
shit.
action like vacuum cleaner though, so it's like
Yeah.
whoever wants to use this needs to like have some bonus action available
Yeah.
in their class. So
Yeah.
Each
I
word can be
fucking
invoked
can.
once per dawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so strong that it's like worth using on someone, but like they just need to have the available time
Damn.
in their action
Yeah,
economy right now.
for sure. Okay, good to know.
And they're the
Good job.
3 items we got. And we got a shit ton of money.
Money.
lots of
Yeah.
money.
Hell yeah.
So now we can gamble more.
I'm never going to write a recap again. That was great. That was awesome. You guys remembered
now
more than
we-
I
and-
did.
And then Carlisle flew over to the soldiers and was like, "We did it for you." And they were like, "Thank you." And now we're on the boat
Ooh.
and we're heading to the next place.
Nice. Where precisely we're heading now?
We are heading to our till dusk
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
via our carriage, which is on a boat.
Yeah.
Nice.
You just docked and seen there was a bunch of refugees who had clearly come from the wilds just beyond the pathway you had chosen to go through, from the Doran wilds.
Okay.
Your carriage has just been brought off, and the refugees climbed on. Now with the path clear, they can head towards the actual mainland. And you had seen as the final sight in the distance, miles and miles of woodlands, the great wilds of the Doran wilds, where the trees grow very, very tall, with an entire scar torn down it from the Spear of Victory that is heading northwest, burning its way through the trees, cutting down villages and towns on its way. Not necessarily where any of you are from, but a painful realization of what that 3,000 force has done in the north on their way northwest. So, with that being said, let me bring this music down and I'll put on a bit of the background music with you guys having just entered into the tops of the kind of hills overlooking the Doran wilds. In the distance, you can also see miles out from you, hour till dusk. The city stands built into the very mountains central of this woodland, with a jutting great tower that has a lens that focuses the light in the sky and bounces it around almost like a spotlight, a lighthouse, to the woodlands and night ground around you. You guys are kind of at the top of this mountain range now, and you're acting naughty in the chat. I can goddamn tell.
It's not naughtiness. It's more like a general
Stop.
air of like,
No.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Something bad. Something real
I'm
bad.
just there's
Hey.
just stuff going on.
It's okay.
I used it a few times. Can I just show you what? Does everyone's character sheet look like this? I have so much to keep track of.
Okay.
So many. Help! I'm
Okay.
ADHD.
I'm at a
Martial
level 20
classes
okay? You can't have that much to keep track of.
martial classes have a lot in that little like sidebar because we don't have a spell page.
My sidebar's bad.
You guys don't want to see
Yeah.
my spell bar. My bars are insane right now, all right? We all have, it's all a bad time. It's all Joe's fault. He designed these classes and they're all so crazy. You know, that's the thing.
I mean, hey, guys, it's only going to get worse. You're going to
It
high
is,
levels.
it's gonna get terrible.
It's only going to get worse. You're going to miss features. Trust me.
I like to think that it's all good because sometimes at the end of a boss fight, Joe will go, I completely missed half the mechanics my boss could do.
True.
Yeah. If I actually-
it's a lot to keep track of.
Sometimes I thank myself for designing a boss 3 weeks in advance because I'm like, oh, I've done my homework. I can chill now. But when I do that, I genuinely forget some of the most important mechanics. So I try to focus on them the day before. It's so easy to lose track. So don't worry about forgetting to use the slasher feat, one of the strongest feats in the game.
Yeah. Sometimes
So
you guys eat
Hey,
shit and you get
hey,
hit so hard, and I'm like, oh, I
hey.
could have done something about that, but I just kind of forgot.
Joe,
to
why'd you
check
gotta
my
put salt
feet.
in a wound like that?
it heals it, man. It heals
That's
it.
Shut up!
I didn't even realize I
used
said
it
that.
a handful of times.
Yeah,
On
one to five.
Session 83. I used it a handful of times.
Well, hey, now now it's almost like you got it anew. Heading into the kind of Northland, yeah, your group as a whole is overlooking the great woodlands of the Doran Wilds. You see the treetops almost touch in the hundreds of feet. Some of the tallest trees there. They climb all the way into the lower portions of the sky, but the mountain in the center juts ever upwards. For those who have come from this area, you would probably know the Doran Wilds to be this kind of great, almost like Fangorn forest. This great woodland of kind of thick foliage and vibrant with life. Passing through there could be somewhat dangerous, but necessary. Oftentimes, the north is perceived as more dangerous than it is for those who are unprepared or come with kind of ill wake towards the locals here. But for those who have traveled through here before, you've had some use to it. So before descending down, let's just see a general survival check, just to warm up the old rolls and see how you guys would operate through a great woodland. And I'll give advantage.
19.
I was going to say, I'll give advantage to you, Carlisle, and advantage to V, because you guys are from this area.
Yay. Okay.
27.
That's a 1.
Yeah,
Nat
Desmond.
20.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah. You have both, it makes sense. You both have kind of traveled from this northern land, familiar with the grounds here. This is almost nostalgic for you. You're coming home. And where the kind of southern mostly kind of urban territory and built roads can be confusing to a mind that is mostly used to nature. You're seeing what is familiar. Desmond, the opposite. You're used to your books, your urban landscapes, being around modernized civilization, and this is the untapped territories of the Northern Grounds. You wouldn't really know where to start, but you thankfully have a couple of decent guides in your group.
This ain't nothing like the drawings.
No. What's
Yeah, a little bit to
what
get
did the
used to.
drawings have?
Well, people like to use a lot of color and vibrancy in pictures.
Don't step there, Desmond. Carla's gonna push your leg before you.
You see a stone goes slithers, and it's a stone snake, and
Oh my gosh.
it slithers down into the ground again.
You gotta watch out for those up here. You'll be okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I could handle anything that.
Don't step there either.
Oh.
You see this kind of mushroom below. It's like bubbles up a little bit, then pops out this little acidic gas. It sizzles the air.
Morgaine
You're gonna
blind
be
as
all
fuck
right.
is just stepping at everything, by the way.
Oh my god, true.
You see a bit of Morgaine's shoe melts very slightly under one of the mushrooms that she steps in, lifts it off. You just see the boot like melding iron and this kind of fungus together before snapping back and continuing to walk.
Okay, well, we are on like the mountain range still. We have to like descend down still, right?
It is there's a pathway because people would be using this path. It's also designed to be used by carriages and whatnot from those who are sending kind of resources through this gate. Albeit less operated, less kind of maintained area. A lot of kind of wooden ramparts built to kind of help you go from one cliff top area to another, with some rickety bridges in between that seem a little bit sketchy to go across. But it is, it seems like it's a tread and footpath. You can go down this.
Okay. Well, we have the wagon regardless, but I think there's a level of the nostalgia of like being back here where it's like walking anyways, despite the fact you don't need to, for Carlisle at least.
Mm-hmm.
But after a couple steps with Desmond almost stepping on like 4 different individually dangerous things, Desmond, maybe you get on the front seat there for a little bit until you get used to the.
Oh yeah, I can lead the horses. They walk on their own, anyways.
Yeah, I don't think the carriage has any horses.
This is kind of an open seat on the front where you would then lead the horses if there was horses in front of those seats.
Desmond, perhaps you could take notes on what this environment looks like to correct
That's a
these
good
books you
idea,
like.
actually.
Yes.
Try to find an empty book in my backpack. I'll rifle through them. There's so many that aren't. I'll find like scraps of paper that I'll just start writing on.
Okay. Yeah, just start drawing and detailing down the things you see. You come across large beehives that kind of, you see the creatures that fly out of those are almost like bipedal, like bees that kind of land and use their arms to kind of tear open bark and find this like different kind of like pollens that grow between the things. Don't you start bee moving me. I can see it in her goddamn eyes.
No, I swear on my life, I was just Desmond's. What the hell?
Oh, okay.
What is that?
But now
I've done it. Now I've done it. I put it into your mind. I've ruined it. You know what? There's no bees. You see the birds flying overhead, descending on other ones, taking them away. It's an untapped territory. The travel down the
Desmond
mountain.
writes the bee movie in this universe.
according to all known laws of aviation. That's the first sentence.
They literally
Starting
shouldn't be able to fly. I don't.
But the travel down into the wilds themselves is an interesting one. You go from this kind of beautiful kind of... The Sunforged doesn't actually activate this far north. However, it doesn't remain entirely dark. There are portions which get overlit by it, but the hour till dusk, part of its purpose is to take magic from the Sunforged and reflect it outwards. So sunlight's almost this strange kind of every 30 seconds, you get bursts of it that last for a minute, and then it closes off again for a little bit. So it's kind of almost like you're in this slow spiraling, constant moving day and night cycle in this woodlands in particular, and the surrounding ones. But as soon as you get below, that's only above the tree line. As soon as you get into the tree line itself, you notice this doesn't need sunlight. This tree line and this woodland itself is glowing with luminescence. It's glowing with natural flora that lights up the forest. Greens and purples and pinks. It's beautiful to kind of behold. You see flowers which are entirely designed to emit light, to grow and help other flowers that they have symbiosis with. You can see this entire forest is connected and grows without the necessary need for the sun in the south. This is a woodland that had survived and thrived without the sun. And with that, as soon as you kind of descend into this twilight forest, you find yourselves onto no particular path, no particular road, no pathway to follow. Just your survival and your instincts that lead you toward the city. So, with that being said, you would pass by. We use those survival checks as kind of your means for not getting lost, using general ideas of what would make sense, based on your kind of positioning, looking up through various gaps when the trees are sparse, looking at kind of the sky and mapping your territory. You'd be heading in the right direction. Is there anything you do on the road?
I think one thing that Carlisle would be definitely on the lookout for. So on the way to our till dusk, would we be intersecting with that scar that was left by that?
No. Well, sorry, no, you would. The scar itself, but not who caused it.
Not who caused it.
Yes, that seems like it went, for your set. Let me flick to the battle map, for those in the chat, to give you guys an idea of whereabouts you are. You guys have just come down here, so you're closing on the river. You're going to be heading eastward straight towards, the thing, hold on. Some of the cameras aren't showing. Where are you? You're going to be heading eastward towards our till dusk, slightly southeast. The scar itself is almost like this. I'll draw on with a reddened color as well. It kind of almost goes through like this and passes ever northward, heading towards the Woodwood. So it seems like it is an engraved section of the woodlands that's been burnt through, but it does seem like this has gone on. It's probably happened a week ago or so, at least. Okay. 2 weeks ago, since ever they came through this portion of the land. So it seems like you've missed what is causing it. You've missed the running into the spear. They are pushing into the northwestern portions of the land, and you guys are heading east. So you will pass through where it's damaged, but you won't run into the cause.
Okay.
Yeah, I think as far as Carlisle's concerned, he just wants to get us through this area and to the mountain at our till dusk as sooner rather than later, because obviously we still need to meet up with the rest of the actual caravan and stuff.
Yeah. You would continue passing through then. If there's any conversations you'd like to have, otherwise it's going to be a couple days on the road as a journey, or not on the road, off the road, I should say. But how do you take part?
V, while walking, assumedly with Carlisle, like towards the front, because they're both familiar with this area with high survival rolls, would break their silence maybe after a while. It's weird being back here.
Yeah. It's feels like it's been a lot longer than it really has, I guess, but is it weird to say that I'm not entirely sure I missed it very much up here?
No. I feel... Go ahead.
No, you please.
I feel restless here, being back.
Yeah, me too. I think I spent a lot of time up here kind of thinking that I didn't really have any other choice but to stay up here. And then when I left, I realized that people up here do need help. in a way, I'm glad we're back, because obviously, whatever's going on, people are definitely going to need help now. But, I don't know. It was a nice break, I guess, for a little. At least we're all here together this time.
Yes, that is a comfort. It is weird. You and I have completely different backgrounds and experiences, but I can greatly relate to this feeling of felt like I was never going to leave this place, or was not allowed the choice to.
Yeah. I've been meaning to ask, because I know, realistically, we're going to be heading more north than we are right now. And you don't have to answer this, but what are we supposed to do if we run into the folk that hurt you?
She looks like 1,000-yard stare. Like, it's almost like she hasn't really thought about it since. You can see she's struggling to even process that happened to her. It feels like she doesn't even realize that it was her that went through something.
Well, Carlisle sees that it's definitely a difficult thing to answer. You don't have to have an answer for that right now. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a word you say. All right, but if things get bad out there, and it's something you need to get away from, you know how to signal to me, even if you're not saying something. All right, we'll figure it out, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. Desmond, don't step on that. Go around that over there.
I was getting tired of the horse.
Stay on the wagon.
You see this flower that just goes.
Oh my god.
As the trees kind of get denser as well, there are moments where traditionally, if you guys were lower level, you might get attacked by wolves, you might get attacked by bears, you might get attacked by kind of woodland critters of lesser power, but there's this general sense, this kind of predatory instinct or this animal instinct that kicks into the creatures around this area now that knows you're probably a little bit further ahead than them. That knows you're a danger. To just justify why you guys aren't kind of consistently getting attacked as you probably would in lower levels. You exude strength now. There's a prowess to you. You've become strong. There's a magic aura around some of you that is a little stronger. So you do see occasionally where like a smaller owlbear would sniff out the woods, look across your group and trosh around because it sees the carriage and it sees the group. You are genuinely kind of undisturbed on your travels here. However, hello, Dodger. Good to see you. Welcome back. I've just started going into the land, and we're in like a dense woodland, similar to kind of like Fanggold forest style. Very much a beautiful kind of enchanted forest. And you guys have had a couple of days on the road to basically be undisturbed and travel eastward, which is where you are right now. But after a day or two on the road, you would start to notice as you are coming closer to the smell of smoke, the occasional sign of disturbed nature. Rustled trees, some trees like bark being cut, some smaller trees that have been cut down. You're closing in on the scar. A couple hours out. The force that had gone through here is a few thousand strong. They left quite an impact on the area. And it isn't terribly far after that you start to come into the area where you see they went through. You start to see small outskirting villages which have been ransacked, destroyed. Without a doubt, this looks almost unjustifiable. It's kind of a splintered spear that is taken down villages that have no sense of war, have no sense of defense. They were living off the land without harm, now lie in burning rubble. Some that hang from the trees are collapsed to the ground as just rubble and rummage. And you start to see the devastation as you come in, where camps were set up crudely, where larger trees that were full of life and that probably survived since an era before the written word have collapsed and been torn down. You start to see devastation of a civilization that was never meant to appear here. And it only gets worse. The core of the spear, you see a town entirely destroyed. Each house burnt to the ground around it torn asunder. Whatever war machines and torches and flames that they used have left a bitter memory upon the land. And you are rummaging through there, heading past the scar. And you would see, not terribly far away from you, within like 50 feet or so, a glance, you would see this great tree, taller than most. At first, it looks like someone's built this massive wall, but then you realize it's built of oak and wood, 100 feet tall. A face on the tree that is waning and slowly dying. You'd see these great branches wrapped like arms as it's collapsed across a flowing stream, clutching something that's glowing green in its hands. Its kind of rummaged face, almost like the very twigs and branches lowering around where the eyes are embedded into it, are broken and cut. And you can see its base where it's been uprooted and torn from the ground. It clutches something, and in the ground you hear this deep rumble. As almost like someone suffocating, you can hear its waning breath as it clutches whatever is in its palms. This great oak has been felled, and at the top, where you would expect its great, beautiful leaves and extruding branches of color, it has been torn, almost like it was used as a bridge to get across a stream that is only a few feet deep. People would have cut this tree down just to not see their boot wet. And you get to the edge of the stream, and its fading eyes peer across towards you. Who enters our woods? Have you come
Carlisle.
to finish the job? Sorry, go.
Is this something that any of that V or I have ever seen before?
Yeah.
Hit me with a
wonder.
nature check.
Yeah. Standard or advantage?
I'll give you advantage. It's your territory, really. Oh, did you say a nat 20?
17.
I got
Yeah,
it.
he got a nat 20.
Then you would know about this. You would have heard the stories. Carlo, let's say you've met this person. You've met this oak.
Oh.
This is someone that the trees of the Doran wilds can talk. Not many move. Some uproot themselves and grow elsewhere, expanding the forest. But the oldest trees' roots are so deep, so vital to the land around them, they have never uprooted. They are simply words on the wind. And this particular one you have passed by before. With Uridot, probably. one who speaks so kindly, who helps keep the peace of the Doran Wilds. The reason that Our Dusk remains so undisturbed from the southwest is because the Doran Wilds is kept by nature. As long as you respect it, it will not harm you. This creature is called Bristlebark, and it has lived for thousands of years. This has been a being since the era before the setting. Since probably before the time where Prelux gods existed in this land. It is one that was founded here when mortals first came. And now it lies dying. It doesn't recognize you at the moment.
Bristlebark, it's me, it's Carlisle. We've met before. I was with Uridon.
Kindness. You showed us kindness.
Yeah. I'm sorry the people who came through here didn't show you much of that.
They brought iron, sharpened steel, and death. Our woodland is fading. They sought out the great trees and felled them, one by one, and slowly the trees will die.
We're going to see what we can do about it. I know there's not a lot we can do here, but we're going the same way as them.
There's one thing. In my branch I hold the last seed of my grand wood. The last seed to a great tree that will grow a forest that can expand as ours did so long ago. It kind of holds its palms. But it is protected by spirits, an adverse nature, built to stop those who would take it. If you are kind, I would ask you take the seed and plant it in a place where it might grow greater.
We'll find somewhere for it. You have my word.
Kind of lifts its palmed branch off, and you can see a seedling is growing from it. It's sizable, considering it's like a giant acorn, about the size of kind of a head. But it's kind of got this beautiful limeish green tint to the acorn shell, and it sprouts out of this kind of pinkish plant. When it is plucked, creatures, spirits will form. They will see you as enemies of the forest. But if you are to take this and plant it, you will save the great trees.
Okay. We can do that.
It rests and kind of watches you. Its greenish eyes glowing, looking at you guys.
Okay, so what's going to happen right when I take it?
I just saw the goddamn gift.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Ignore it. If you're role playing, keep your eyes on the videos.
Oh,
I
why are
can't
you
keep my eye- I
looking
can't
at
keep my eyes
Discord,
on
guys?
people.
Yeah.
It's a fucking background.
These
To
two
be
naughty
fair,
kids.
Bree and I both had hands over our
can-
faces.
Yeah,
We were
that, which
trying
is
to
which is a clear goddamn sign up to no good.
Never check the group chat because
Yeah.
Bree and Dodge are just constantly
They're
shit
just
post.
naughty kids.
Yeah.
They'll sit there.
Throw you
Look,
every
They're
time.
just fucking
I will see
ripping
their
on it the
faces.
whole time.
I'll see the face go. And they're like, just ignore us.
Okay, from now on, I'll just walk away.
And then you continue.
Drops a gif and leaves.
Yeah, that's gotta go. Bye.
Yeah, it would kind of lie with its arm extended, holds out the seed, kind of greenish glow coming off of this little plant, sapling.
I mean, Carlisle's gonna look at the others and make sure they're ready to possibly fight off nature's spirits. And then he's gonna take it.
The moment you pull it out, there's this. The great tree says, "Thank you for saving us." And the green from its eyes begins to fade. But then you hear some branches break off around the air and turn into these kind of strengthened, almost humanoid-like kind of built bark warriors that step forth. A couple of dryads spring from flowers in the ground, growing for the first time, aggressively staring. And a waning, crying spirit of the tree drifts up as a phantasm of the very spirit of the oak that is dying and passing appears, kicking into combat. I'll let you guys test out your new skills. I'll bring you onto the map,
Oh, yeah.
and you have a little fun little battle as you fight against spirits of the tree line. This is the battle map. Feel free to put yourselves around that. This is obviously where the seed is. This is where the others have all appeared. We'll say the Mind Flare and Indrus are inside the carriage. You guys don't have to worry about.
Just watch it from the windows.
The carriage is probably about a minute behind you guys as it's drifting through some of the land. So because combat usually goes on for about a minute, they probably would have rushed into combat a little bit slower than you guys will finish. So we'll play off of that. So you don't have to do a wizard cheat at the moment.
God, man.
Yeah. It's,
Well,
if it was a basic fighter, it'd be a lot easier just to throw it your way. But okay, let me throw in some combat music and we'll dive into a little fun fight. What's this one like? Okay, let me grab my own little ones. Oh crap, my initiative order wasn't up. Does it? I hope it's still
Classic Morgane initiative roll, dude.
Yeah.
wouldn't have it any other way at this point, champ.
True.
If I roll well, something's wrong.
Oh,
That's true. That's an omen at that point.
Yeah. It's good. It almost, to me, it screams that Morgane kind of watches the fight and then reacts.
Yeah, I feel like it makes sense for Morgane.
It does.
Cool.
You're like, I feel like you're more like calculated fighter.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right, let me know when everyone's rolled. I think I've got all of their initiatives on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see you guys all on there. All right, let me organize it. So, Carla, I mean, it makes sense. You pulled out. You're ready first. You've immediately grabbed the seed. The others are surrounding around you, and you can see as they've all kind of grown out of the tree line. What would you like to do?
I think in this situation, being kind of out of position and taking the seed, first thing I'm going to do is bonus action Boots of Speed.
Okay.
I want to get my movement up. And I am going to fall back behind this log by the river, and I'm going to try to hide.
Okay, you're doing a hide action as opposed to using
I'm
a
going to use a hide action this time. That is, I roll on advantage with
you do?
hide action because I have Skulker, so it's going to be a 21.
Okay, you literally have to roll like a nat 1 twice to get.
Yeah, I have to roll that one twice to fail a hide.
Damn.
You kind of push into the ground. You can see where you would have landed on like this kind of almost like exploding plant that makes like a bang, and just kind of roll to the side before it can get you, and you're in a nice hiding spot behind the log.
Yeah, after all the shit he gave Desmond, if he fucking dove and exploded,
That'd be funny as fuck.
like a fucking
The whoopee cushion
fool.
plant, yeah. Okay, the Dryads are going to go first. They're kind of readied into battle, turn towards the group. And one of them is going to drop down to begin with a moonbeam. Let me see if I can get a little thing. straight on top of you guys. The other one will take a... it's going to just shoot off some thorn bursts into you guys. So the one on the left is going to be the one with the moonbeam. The one on the right is going to shoot off a thorn burst. One towards V, one towards Desmond.
Okay.
Let me just get my... See if I can get a little animated moonbeam out. Let's do this. Is that... That doesn't look like moonbeam to me.
Whoa.
It's a bit too much. There you go. It's kind of moonbeamy. That's cool. All right, let me put this at the back. It's going to be here.
Oh
brother.
no, that's great.
Classic dog target.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait.
True.
Ethan, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just realized my feet gives me +5 to my initiative.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh. Did you get an
Sorry.
alert?
7 or alert?
I took alert.
Okay. Then it's going to be your turn before moonbeams ever cast.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I was
paused
double
it.
checking what alert does, and I realized that I
Fuck
didn't
yeah.
add that to my sheet. I will circle of power us.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
What is the old... It's 30-foot radius, right? It's big.
30-foot radius. Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
And I will. I'm gonna stay here. I feel like it might be a mistake for us to be bunched up like this, but I do need to be close to all of you. I will do. No, I'll stay where I am because I'm still hitting everybody. So that'll be it. That's my turn.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's good to know. All right. Yeah, you lock down the circle of power, and then it'll be their turn. I'm just gonna make you so you go technically before Carl. It would then they put down a moonbeam effect. I'm gonna click play on now. And the other one's gonna do their thorn bursts. The first one to V is an 18. Does not does it 18 hit? No, 18
Does
does
not hit.
Does not hit. And the next one is going to be to Desmond 23.
Go.
Okay, both of them. You see thorns burst and it's kind of crash against the rocks nearby, just missing you guys. And then the moonbeam would go down. That doesn't technically trigger until the start of your turns, I believe. When the thunder appears, each creature in there makes a con save. No, it's straight away. It only just go off then.
Straight away and at the start of our turn, which is still so
No,
stupid.
no. They've corrected that. So it's when
It's either or, right?
Yeah, it's when it appears. A creature also makes a save when the spell's area moves into its space, and when it enters the spell's area, ends its turn there. So technically, you've entered
Thank
it
God,
now.
dude. I
Yeah.
remember that.
We don't take it twice now?
Will it
No.
be horrible?
Thank God.
You're gonna make it once per turn. Okay. So can we make con saves, please, from El Doggo, Tack, V, and Desmond?
You get advantage.
You do have advantage, and you don't take any damage if this goes off. This is a 4th level version of the spell, so it will
18.
do 4d10.
21.
18 is a success.
21 and 20.
And you guys, I believe, are all good. The spell save DC is lower than all of that, and you're good.
Nice.
So you feel the beam come down, but the circle of power, like almost the notes in the air, and this kind of changeling magic is kind of warping and changing the kind of radiance to not burn around you. It almost just illuminates your skin and causes no pain. The druids look confused as it kind of holds it. So on the left that's concentrating on this. So I'll slap a little concentration signal on them.
Thank you.
I'll do a little grip. Desmond.
I'm gonna step out of this thing. Hate this. I'm carefully watching the floor to make sure I don't step on any of the 15 things that I'm not supposed to while I head up
not
here.
over there.
And I'm gonna take one swing at this one.
The Dryad? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong. Ignore that. That's two-handed. I'm one-handing, so I still have my shield.
Okay. Yeah,
27.
that hits.
8
Ooh.
piercing, 9 acid.
Yeah, 17 points of damage. Very nice. Oh, 17. Okay, nice. Yeah, you step
And
in.
then I'm gonna.
They've come with this kind of like light barkish skin.
gonna circle Biscuit around, stand on this rock right here, the normal rock, hopefully, and shoot the one casting Moonbeam twice.
Okay, yeah.
One blows up.
19 to hit on the first
Hits.
for 14 piercing.
I rolled a net 1 on their con save. The moonbeam goes
let's go.
down.
You'll love to see it.
Nice.
These guys have been here to defend this seed for like thousands of years. They're not, they're out of practice. It holds the
Yeah.
moonbeam for only a second. It doesn't expect the bolt to slash it. The second one's, is it 16 or is it 25?
It's 25 because it's
Hits.
vexed now. For 16 more piercing.
16 points of damage. Okay, as it kind of pierces into the creature.
And that is it.
Okay. V.
Alrighty. V will say, beckoned by blood, and she'll enter rage. She'll
Rad.
move here, and then she's gonna send out a clotted tendril on that same bonus action to rage, and try to bring this one towards her.
This one, yep. Okay.
Yeah, 30 to
Hits.
hit. Okay, so she comes within 5 feet, and
Oof.
then it's gonna take 1d10 necrotic damage, 9.
Very nice. They are bloodied.
Perfect. And then we'll just begin recklessly attacking.
Okay.
22.
Hits.
That is 18 damage.
Ooh, 18 damage. Very nice.
Then 21
21 hits.
for 20 damage.
20 damage. As you just pull this one close, you like cut it, almost cleaving it down like a tree. It
Perfect.
puffs and fades,
Right.
disappearing. Okay. The Woodwards would go next. The one next to you, Desmond, is going to go first. It swings down on you with its club. It makes 2 of these attacks. A nat 20, so it's going to hit.
Oh!
It's quite big damage because of this. It is force damage. It's 28 points of force damage. It just like clubs you straight across the face with the first one. And then the second one is an 18 to hit, which doesn't hit, right?
That's, not gonna
Yeah,
hit.
so it knocks you once. You kind of dodge the second one out of the way. This one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, it's going to have to go for you again because it is you're the closest target. 20 doesn't hit. And 19 doesn't hit, right? 5, 10,
neither.
15, 20, 25. 30. This one's going to rush up here. And it would take the dodge action as it readies itself. To kind of get into the fray. These almost look like they're kind of trained, like almost like they're marveling and kind of replicating fighters who have of old. They're kind of like standing and stancing, almost like they're humans inside. But that one's going to stop there. The tree spirit goes next. This guy, much larger, broad, kind of ghost-like spirit. It looks almost like it is physically made of bark, but the bark itself looks almost liquidy on its body. So you can see kind of where wind passes through it, blows open holes for a second and reforms, clearly marking it as an undead ghost of some kind. It's going to kind of float all the way up here, appearing above you, and in a 30-foot emanation around it, which is this circle. Let me put a different color on. In this circle, can everyone please make a wisdom saving throw? Those who are in the wisdom power, all of you make this at advantage. As you hear, it's kind of crying, like the wind that blows around you goes from like a like these tears like whispering around you.
I rolled
Cold
a wisdom
tears.
check by accident, so I had to re-roll it.
Damn.
It was a
It's
nat
technically
20
the exact
too.
same modifier, but it's bullshit. Take my
oh,
9.
before, okay,
Yeah.
okay. You Morgan, you rolled a 22, nat 20 for Tack, 13 for V,
20s.
9 for Carlisle, 17 for Desmond, and or was it 17 for Biscuit?
Me 17, Biscuit nat 20.
Okay, nice. The DC was 16. So V and Carlisle. Yeah?
Is the DC 16? I could possibly be pushed up if Desmond helps me. Technically.
If it's 16?
Because I can push myself up to a 12, so I only need 4.
Yes, I would be able to give 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I still have 4 left over. I could push V to a 16 by giving
I got
3.
a lot of HP at the same time, so if you want to save that.
I don't know if this is an HP thing either. This could be a
That's
debility.
true,
It's a
actually.
wisdom
I'm trying
save.
to avoid getting this to activate.
You know what?
is-
You do what your heart tells you to do.
So I'll give 3 to V and 4 to Carlisle.
Okay.
Okay.
And Carl, you're using your feature to push up to a 12 as
Yeah,
well?
I'm gonna use the feature.
Okay, then you would all succeed, causing this this kind of wailing wind that kind of it turns the wind to this ice cold water that spins almost like it's raining sideways and hitting you into like nothing as it kind of fades against you. You don't feel the effect pulling you away, and that's going to be its turn. Morgaine.
Morgaine will assist Desmond. I'll attack this sapling from behind.
Okay.
Just normal attack.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, just a normal
Just
attack.
a normal attack.
Wow, what
Yeah.
is going on?
Just a normal attack.
What's that? 19. Yeah. 20, 38. 44. Okay. Wait, 44. I think it's more than 44. 19, 20, 38, 40, 46. 46 point of damage.
What do 46 radiant as well?
46 radiant damage. Okay, let me see if it affects it in any particular way. No particular way, except for it is bloodied. You burst straight through and you carve a massive gap through its bark, causing kind of spiritual magic to flow outwards from it.
And then I will do another attack.
Okay.
19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Okay, that's for 21 radiant.
21 radiant damage. You burn through it again.
And then Morgaine would feel this like pull, like the sword wants to swing again. And I actually get a third attack now, level 12.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that one,
First time trying it.
Yeah,
want it.
first time trying it, it's too much energy. It's too hard.
it's a bit too quick.
It's 3 swings in 6 seconds. That's a lot of swings.
It's a lot of swings. It's a lot of swings. But you feel like you can master that if you in 6 seconds you might be able to master it again. That one
6
does
more
miss.
seconds, yeah.
You just need a little quick break. All right, Tack. Top of the round again.
Okay. Carlisle goes right after me, so I am gonna move in a way where you're gonna be out of the circle. But if you want to move back into it, then I'm gonna scooch. If I'm here, I'm not hitting anything, right? The green emanation is just from the seed.
Oh yeah. Green emanations to you. Let me turn off his thing.
That's not like a thing, correct?
No. You're the big green emanation's you. The green emanation for the other thing is from the seed. Yeah, that's
The
technically
piss
in Carl's
emanation
hand.
is me. I know.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. You're the piss 30.
Yes. Okay. Great. Yeah. If I'm here, I feel like that gives people a bit more wiggle room. Well, no. I'm going to Song of Mischief with the Mockingbird. And I'm going to go here and attack this thing.
Sure.
Please. Please, God. The 19.
19 does hit.
18 damage.
18 damage. Very nice. They are now bloodied.
Great. And because I've got Song of the Mischief on, I don't take opportunity attacks, so I will back up 1.
Okay. Very
And
nice.
that'll
Yeah.
be my turn.
Coming in to stab it quickly, causing kind of portions of the bark to break away. Carlisle.
Carlisle's gonna dart across and also stab at this. Lady.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 26.
That
to
hits.
Hit. I'm gonna put in all of my damage.
Oh my god.
That was all of my damage. It's 36, 44.
They fade.
Dryad explodes.
Yeah, they fade.
Awesome. And I'm gonna position myself here and kind of just follow through in like one fast motion over to this side, and see if I can get behind a rock over here to hide again.
Okay.
25.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah, you hide successfully. Desmond.
I'm guessing this is the one that Morgan hit since
Yeah.
she's right next to it. So I'll take my swings to that one. 29 on the first. Is for 21.
21 damage. Let me double check something. Is enough to kill it.
Cool.
This one also fades.
And I will follow through with that same swipe to hit the other one.
Okay.
For 16 to hit him.
16 does not hit. Clinks off of the kind of Woodward's bark shield.
And then Biscuit will take... Is this the one that... No, this is a different creature entirely.
Yeah, this is taking the
That's
dodge
not-
action.
Yeah, so Biscuit will shoot the one that I tried hitting,
Okay, that one, yep.
since that one's dodging. 23 to shoot.
That's hit.
For 16 piercing.
16 piercing damage. Strikes into it. Okay.
And then that should be all.
Then V, it is your turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And then I will recklessly attack the giant guy.
Okay.
27
27 hits.
for 21 damage.
21 damage.
26
Hits as well.
for, let's try to reroll that. Yay, 21 damage again.
Another 21 damage. You just cut it twice. You feel your blade. It feels like you're kind of pushing through like thick air. It's kind of, it slows it down briefly, but you feel this kind of cut. And you see it kind of pouring with blackened blood.
Perfect. And we will use Slasher and reduce its movement speed by 10 feet.
Yeah,
Just because.
Whoa.
Guys,
Whoa, I had no
you're
idea.
never gonna believe it.
How long we had that in the back pocket?
Shh, quiet time.
The lady never reveals her secrets.
Exactly.
Very nice. Then it will be the Woodward's turn. They do heal, or this one heals for 10. The one on the right, kind of portions of its body mending. And they're going to take their swings. Okay. Yeah, let's just double check its regeneration. Take its swings. This one's going to stop dodging now. And it's going to go... They're simple creatures.
That's rude of you
Gonna-
to say about them.
No, I mean, it's going for the dog. Okay, it's the
Attacking the
closest
dog.
creature
Yeah,
to
attacking
it.
the dog.
Okay,
Whatever
you
you have
guys
to
leave
say,
the dog
man.
in range, and it's gonna go
Whatever
for
you
it.
have to say.
What the hell?
It's a nat 20.
Some creature
on!
of nature it is to go for the dog.
Shut the fuck
Fudge the
up.
dice a little, DM. For the
I'm
dog.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It rolled a 28 and a 27, with the 28 being nat 20. This dog, it wants to kill
It
this
didn't roll
dog.
shit. You rolled those things.
Biscuit, no!
It takes 29 points of force damage with the first swing. And then the next one's a 12 to hit, which I don't
first
think hits, right?
No.
So it just slams down onto a Biscuit and then goes to swing again, and Biscuit just ducks. Ducks, duck, and dog. The next one is going to go straight between Desmond and V. It's going to swing one at V, which is a 16, doesn't hit, and one at Desmond, 21, doesn't hit, I think.
Can I use my reaction to attack it? because of Sentinel.
Does
Because
Sentinel
it
need
made an
to
attack?
hit, or is it just does it just say
true.
make an
No,
attack?
it says makes an attack.
Yeah,
A
okay.
creature within 5
Whenever
feet
a
of you
creature
makes an
attacks
attack.
someone that isn't her now, she can
Oh,
take a swing.
Yeah,
we love
there
it.
you
Hell
go.
yeah.
16.
Does not hit. Clinks against it. Practicing your new retaliation
first try.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get one.
Raises though.
Raises! Yes, thank you. I have so much to
but,
keep track of.
Does Graze always does it work on that? If it does, that's crazy, but it probably does.
Posting in the chat. There you go.
I mean, it is a miss.
Doesn't
Yeah,
really say.
yeah.
It just says an attack
It's an attack roll. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, you get the Graze off regardless.
Yay.
Very
The build is building. The build is building, man.
Literally never punished.
as you slash into it.
46
Cannot be
damage.
The Treant Spirit, you know how earlier on I was talking about how it doesn't regen its ability, how I forget abilities. It could have done more than that on its turn, but I forgot. It now is going to do this instead. It's going to do its 3 withering attacks, can replace one of these with the use of its Death Bloom. So first of all, it's going to make a withering attack against V, as you're wailing on it. And then it is going to make one against Desmond. 23 to hit UV.
Yeah, that hits.
For 21 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then and you also cannot regain hit points until the start of its next turn.
Okay.
And then you're going to swing against Desmond. 19.
No.
Does not hit. And then is going to target Tack with its Death Bloom. Can you make a dexterity saving throw as it unleashes this kind of like almost greenish blackened essence towards you?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is enough. You just see these kind of spectral vines of darkness come around you, dodge between them, missing you. It's going to be Morgane's turn now.
We'll assist with this next sapling. 25 to hit.
25 hits. It's also messed up. You're
20...
calling like 6'2" woodwoads, like built
Yeah.
kind of bark saplings.
Yeah, compared to the big guy.
That's true. Compared to the big guy, the little baddies.
He takes up the same
23
amount of
radiant.
space on the board
Yeah.
as us, you know.
7, 13, 20.
23 radiant 2 times.
Okay,
That's
23
2
too.
hits.
So I'll just add the 46.
And
Okay,
then the
more
third
than blooded.
attempted slash 26 to hit for, oh my god, 33 radiant.
33.
So 79 altogether radiant.
Oh,
It's enough.
It's crazy how
dead.
much damage his character does. Like when I do the math in my head, I'm like,
That's
this guy
your Spirit
does
Shroud
more.
not on.
You do more damage than Adelward did at level 17. Like with
think
Spirit
I
Shroud
might-
on, like legitimately.
I think I deal the least damage now most of the time.
Well, you do more than Carlisle for sure. Still.
There's no fucking way in a million years that's true.
Yeah, no, you do insane damage.
Okay, if you say so.
oh, you
Yeah.
say so.
Yes, because you had a D12 to your attacks, right?
It's because
Yeah.
of my weapon.
Yeah.
My weapon adds bonus damage. If I ever change weapon, I'll just not be cool
Dwindles.
anymore.
Okay. Then that woodward dies. Tack. It is your turn.
Okay. I will. Ooh. Here's a question.
Okay.
If Carlisle is hidden, can I give him Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah, it's creatures that can hear you. So it's not necessarily that.
Yeah, I would also assume at least sometimes like there's a level of like you guys are seeing where I'm hiding because I'm
They
hiding
can't
in a
see me,
way
but
that
you can.
avoids them, like not
Yeah.
Right.
you. So
Okay.
And you know, it's your inspiration is being seen or heard. So it's kind of like it's down to his vision. If he's outside the room, maybe
Right.
not, but he's still within the
Okay.
battlefield.
I'm gonna go here and attack this thing.
Mm-hmm.
With a 17.
Doesn't hit, I'm afraid. Just under. Deflects off your blow.
Okay. And I will give a Bardic Inspiration to Carlisle.
Okay.
And I have to sit here.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
Then it is Carlisle's turn.
Carlisle's gonna sweep up behind this little sapling here. This little
This little guy.
twig. This little guy. And I'm gonna give him another stab for a nat 20.
Holy
And
shit.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna give it the damage.
Oh my
so
god.
that's gonna be 36, 41, 61, 60. Oh, 60. Was it 43?
Yes.
I suck at math. 43, 63, 64, 70 damage.
Oh, no sec.
This guy did a whole speech about how much damage I did and matched me in one.
I
hit.
nat 20, motherfucker. You're doing it with backhands. Like,
70 damage nearly kills this thing in one turn. You like drive this blade straight into its kind of centered, like almost magical point, and you feel bursts of the magic to kind of come at you. Most of the spirit's just fading and whittling away from this creature. As it's kind of like swinging around, confused in this last moment of its life.
I like to think Tack moved forward to try to attack this thing, missed. You appeared out of nowhere and nearly murdered it in one shot. And Tack was like, no, yeah, I had it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my extra swipe that I can do with
Yeah.
my weapon mastery to maybe get that little bit extra. Only a 12.
12 doesn't
on
hit,
that
I'm
one.
afraid.
Only a 12. Well, I mean, this would technically be going before. Yeah, I'm gonna use my my bonus action to disengage away from the woodward. I don't want to be in there with him, so I'm not hiding anymore. I'm gonna disengage this way and up into the air, like 50 feet. Like
50 feet.
I
Okay,
got
sure,
80
yeah, sure.
feet of movement now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm unbelievably
You're a little
fucking
monster.
fast.
Yeah. See, the thing is, Sam can do a lot of damage, but I can hit him. You fucking pesty to hit. You can be disappeared every
I'm like a
turn.
fucking bug now, flying around.
Literally like a steel mosquito. Desmond, is your turn. Just two left.
I'm gonna command Biscuit to bite this fella
Okay, cool.
to try to take him out since I saw that big hit. Only a 16 on that first one.
Can't bite through the bark.
What about with the follow-up though? 18?
That's its AC.
Okay.
Kind of gnaws down.
11 piercing on
Enough to kill it. I'm gonna say, Biscuit, like even though the spirit of this creature fades, I'm gonna say the woodwards, they collapse back into like sticks and bundles of branches.
Sticks.
So it just tears up. It's just got a leg in its mouth, in Biscuit's mouth, and it's just kind of holding it, and it's kind of holding this like wooden leg shape.
I love it. And I will step up. I'll take my swing against the big fella with a nat 20.
Oh my god, guys.
Jesus Christ.
31?
31 damage. Okay, very nice. 31 damage. It's you slice into it again. You feel that kind of thick air as you pass through. You see more of the blackened blood just trickle out to the ground. Okay, nice.
Cool.
V,
Reckless attack.
go for
29.
it. That hits.
That is 24 damage.
24 points of damage.
26 to hit.
26 hits.
For let's reroll that, see if we can get higher. 26 damage.
26 more damage. It is bloodied as you slice into it again, cutting through this thing. Blackened blood like drips onto your blade.
Ooh, okay.
a
Fuck it.
sap.
We will blood frenzy, and I will expend an extra hit dice of damage
And cause it to bleed.
for 6 more damage. It causes it to bleed.
Okay, how much does it bleed for now?
I believe it's 6. Let me double check. So I think it's double. Sorry, 5.
5 points?
Wait,
Okay.
No.
No?
Wait, yeah, there was something
Wait.
that increased it recently. You know what? I'll figure it out. You go forward.
Okay, yeah, you just tell me retrospectively. I'll add on the damage. Okay, on its turn, it's going to recharge its ability. It's going to do a 30-foot emanation again. as the wailing tears go around. The only person who doesn't get affected by this is going to be Desmond. Sorry, no, Carlisle. I did it again. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
Fuck,
guys.
Joe?
Guys, it is.
Dude, what is going on?
Why does it's not that confusing?
I think it's hereditary. My mum still goes, because I've got two brothers. She'll call me Matt, Adam, Joe. Before getting to me, so I'm always the last one. So it's just you two. Like I just see you as like family. Can everyone
I call my kid
please?
Peach
Good PR
sometimes,
response.
so I can't.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
6 bleed damage.
6
Because
bleed
it's now
damage.
2 times my rage damage. So yes.
Very nice.
From Hunter's Moon. Okay.
Very nice. Then it takes 6 points of bleed damage at the start of its turn. Can everyone please make a wisdom saving throw as the wailing tears go around?
Bro.
A weeping winds.
I caramba.
I can remember indeed.
20. Unnatural.
Okay, very nice.
19.
Success.
Naturally.
Natural.
21.
21. 12 on Biscuit, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it might be an effect that Biscuit's immune to. We'll see.
And then who are we missing? I think just Tack.
For what? I'm so sorry.
Wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw.
save?
Yeah, the weeping winds is
I'm so
kicking
sorry.
off. That's okay.
14.
14's not high
I'll
enough.
give 2 to Tack.
Okay, give 2 to Tack. Biscuit's tanking that, so Biscuit's the only one that tanks this.
Yeah. We'll see what the effect is.
It's going to be 51 points of cold damage. I rolled high.
Oh!
Is Biscuit still up?
Holy shit.
Nope.
Oh, okay. No, then you don't get to see this.
baby.
You don't see the second effect. As the cold
Jesus Christ.
freezes Biscuit. Kind of holding the branch, just frozen in
Why
place.
would you do that?
Oh, no.
Why would
What
you
is
do
the
that?
matter with
Why would
everything?
you
I thought it was
do
gonna.
that?
I thought it was gonna be like a frighten effect.
That was crazy.
sorry. And then, yeah, you know what, Carlisle? Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me? As it
I'd
shoots
love
out
to.
the restraining.
23.
Right, you're fine. You
You're
dodge
never
past it.
gonna catch me, all right? I'm a big old mosquito in the air.
And then it's going to make its 2 attacks with its Withering Slam. We're going to say 1 against Morgaine, 1 against... Who did the most damage to it just then? It was you, V, wasn't it? 1 against Morgaine, 1 against V.
Who, me?
21
Yeah,
to hit
go
you,
ahead.
Morgaine.
Misses.
And then 28 to hit you, V.
That hits.
Oh.
16 points of necrotic damage. You can't regain hit points to the start of its next turn. As it
Okay.
slams against you. That's the end of its turn, though, Morgan.
I'm gonna hit it back.
Okay, go for it.
Yes.
23.
Hits.
25 radiant.
25 radiant damage. Burning through
A
it.
second slash downwards. 20.
Hits.
Get his ass.
13 radiant.
13 radiant. More appropriate damage.
Final
Lowest
slash.
I've ever seen him roll.
20. Yeah, it is. He actually hesitated to
26
say it out
radiant.
loud because he didn't like it.
Yeah, I know.
26 radiant.
I had things I knew you would say something about it.
This creature's looking hurt as you kind of burst through it. These radiant burns are causing the very sap to kind of spit out and hit the ground, sizzle in the water. But
And speaking of sap, it is
sapped. Very nice. Okay,
Yes,
then
yes.
it is.
Thank you, everyone.
It's Tack's turn. Start at the top of the round again. This is the last creature remaining. Looks hurt. What do you want to do, Tack?
Oh gosh. Okay. I guess I hit it. I feel bad, but
No, I mean
not a nat 20.
It's an
A
enemy.
26.
it is trying to kill you. Yeah, 26 hits. So we just the first.
Oh, sorry.
Just
I'm
take
sorry.
First numbers.
Just don't worry about the plus
Yeah,
bit.
so
So you did get good damage.
so- yeah, 17.
17
damage.
points of damage. It's extremely hurt. You can see it's breaking apart. Its body kind of shimmering. You got anything else?
And then I think
Back
its
away.
range is 2, so I'll back up 2. And
Okay.
then I'll give a bardic to Desmond.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Carla.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide
Okay.
around the corner. Want to activate my sneak mode. 24.
Go for it. Okay.
24.
Yep, you're good.
And then I'm gonna go stab him and leave hiding.
Cool move, and then you die straight
Cool
in
move,
there.
go behind something, stab him. 30, die, motherfucker,
It's
die. 18, 28, 34 damage.
Do you want to describe how you
Yeah,
kill the
explodes.
Triad Spirit?
I think for Carlisle, there's like a point of like how sad he is about what's happened. He tries to do this pretty clean. I think there's probably a spot in the back of it that's like a source of like life in this spirit, like keeping it together, and he would aim for that like pinpoint.
Yeah.
In its back.
As you kind of do that, you see it go shimmer and then drift away. This kind of darkened spirit pools as like sap on the ground and hits into the water and just drifts down the calming stream. The last thing you hear on the air is as the kind of green light fades in this tree's eyes is "Thank you." And it quietens down. The seed, thick and heavy, and kind of like whether it's in your bag or wherever you put it, you've gained yourself a great seed. Essentially, this can I'm going to show it to you. It is the seed can be planted in the ground to begin growing a new wild growth. After 24 hours of tending to the seed, a forest will begin sprouting from the ground. Eventually, it will encompass 10 miles of land, and roughly 1 in 100 trees will be born as treants, with the seed growing to be a greater bark. So anywhere you choose on the land, you can essentially build a woodland, if you so see fit.
Oh.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
Always.
from like looking at this, does it look like there's a point where this seed like needs to be planted or else it will deteriorate, or is this like a
It seems almost crystal-like in its appearance. It seems like it is magical in nature. It doesn't seem like it's withered by age. Like these are almost one thing I'll say, because you've got a natural 20 on the roll. These trees, unless killed, last forever. It is a case of this creature is endlessly would grow and expand if it was never stopped. And essentially the seed is the same thing. It could be destroyed, but it won't die from just kind of natural withering or decaying.
okay? Now Carlisle will wrap it up carefully and put it in his actual bag, not in the bag of holding. I think he wants this to be like on him more specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no bagman's going to build their own forest here.
Not taking a risk with no bagman on this one.
Yeah, you add that to your bag, and the forest opens up to you again. You get to continue onward. Let me move you guys back over towards the main map. But there's just kind of this silence in the air where you experience for a moment just the devastation that was wrought throughout this woodland. The carriage would catch up, people were hopping out, you'd hear the kind of voice of Andressa. What happened? Everything's happened so fast. Oh, shame. Well, I hope everyone's all right. You really should ride in the carriage, you know. Kind of walks back inside, and you can hear like the tea brewing on the inside. The mind flare kind of peering out for a second, and then just peering back in comfortably. The kind of carriage climbs over the narrowest path of the stream, and your pathway eastward continues. For the next little journey, you're going to be kind of undisturbed on the road once more, or off the road, I should say. As you pass by the scar, you start kind of heading into back into kind of wild growth and taller trees once more. Nothing will happen for a little while until kind of later into that evening. If there's anything else you guys want to do during the time, such as short rest, etc., you can now.
I mean, I don't even need a short rest. That was
Nice quick one. Okay.
yeah, I figured just the natural rest of time passing for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Then it isn't terribly long before you'd start to kind of smell the stinking bog. This kind of horrible bog that was never there when you traveled these lands. It seems to kind of encompass a good like mile radius around you. This sticky, like almost tar-like substance in the grass now embedding into the ground. The trees here look warped and twisted. The stench coming off feels like almost like rotten eggs and old food. Almost like a bin that's been left out too long. It's very like, kind of wafting in your direction, the wind blowing it constantly towards you. But with Morgaine in the party, Morgaine, you'd immediately see illusion magic all across this bog.
Strange. Like the actual kind of smell itself is illusion?
Yeah, even the wafting smell that hits you is kind of illusionary.
Yeah,
In fact,
it is strange. This didn't used to be here.
It probably wouldn't even, you probably wouldn't even smell it, Morgaine, because you can see through it immediately.
Right.
Its magic is unaffecting to you. You can see the kind of very general like build of it because of the way you perceive magic, and you can see what it's done to the ground. But it's almost like seeing someone shifted like a half opacityed image over the landscape itself, but in like a bluish tint.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's encompassed around you guys in the front of you.
Okay,
almost blocking the way.
Would I know if this is dispellable?
Yeah.
Given it's such a large scale,
It could be dispelled.
I would dispel it.
All right, casting dispel magic.
Yeah, she would stand there and kind of like trace her crest of a house and kind of almost push the stink away.
Okay.
To the parts.
Let me just look at dispel magic a second. Do you have to roll anything? I think so, right? Or do I roll something? Let me see. Dispel magic.
If it's third level or lower, it ends. I think if not, you have to roll.
Okay. Then it will be. Any ongoing for each ongoing spell level 4 or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability DC 10 plus that spell's level. So you actually can make the check. So you just go ahead and give me a charisma check.
Okay.
They kept this one similar to how counterspell used to work.
22.
That's nice. Yeah, it would have to be even a ninth level spell would be a 19. You kind of dispel the magic, and you see this kind of bog fade and disperse, and only about 30 or 40 feet ahead of you, you see crowds and tents of people gathering around. People kind of mending wounds, giving soup, healing people, and you can see there's this moment of like panic as they realize the bog's failing. You see some of them rush around. This kind of Minotaur pushes forth with action. Where's it falling from? Where are they? And you can see a couple others like pushing through, confused. Others kind of shout in their tents, grab their things, kind of grab their young, pulling against each other, looking around to see what has collapsed the bog around them.
Oh,
How close are we to them?
30 feet. It's a case of like them not really picking up that you're the cause of it at this point. Like you've got like a good like 10 seconds of just confusion.
I fear I may have dispelled defenses.
yeah, we should probably say something.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Someone turns
We'll
towards
try
you.
to get their attention.
The Minotaur kind of steps forward. With me, and a couple of others. These kind of like an elf, and then you would see this kind of smaller, almost like plant-like creature kind of step forward, holding kind of thorny arms outwards, kind of encased into a blade. The Minotaur steps forward. Are you the cause of this?
Sorry. We dispelled your defenses. We didn't realize what they were. We just were trying to get through.
Oh, you damn fools! Who are you part of?
We are part of ourselves.
Roll a persuasion check.
You got this.
Thanks. A 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lowers his guard. You two check the area. Make sure the spears don't come through here. These are dangerous paths to travel through. We're trying to avoid being discovered by the southern ilk. Come. He kind of turns and begins walking into the campsite.
Follow him.
Yep.
He leads you in. He says, "We've got many injured around here. If you need food or water, we are sparse on it. But take little need you can. Most of us are breaking forth towards out of Dusk or eastward.
Well, which way is it to the injured? I can do what I can.
Are injured in the... He kind of nods his head. In the tents over there. Tending to wounds,
Carlisle will go that
stabs,
way.
all sorts.
And
Head
then
over
you
there.
guys to talk to the
Yeah.
folks here.
Sure.
Give me a medicine check. I'll give you advantage on this, just as a means of kind of your general experience of the next... Nat 20. Yeah, you... Tent after tent after tent you go through, you're mending stab wounds, cut wounds, burns, all sorts, everything that you're super familiar with. There's this moment of like, where you had that moment with V about coming through, that break away from doing this, but immediately that tense feeling would be surpassed by your expertise. You, in this short case of minutes, you've saved life after life after life, realizing when people are doing it wrong, or even teaching some of your skills to others, helping other healers who don't really know as many remedies as you do, pointing out what plants are actually better in this area. There's a lot of kind of misinformation about kind of some of the things that grow here. You know what is best to use, and you kind of help them dictate that and save life after life. Meanwhile, the other group, as you're kind of wandering through, there's this moment where someone goes, "Wait, I recognize them." And kind of stepping through the gaps, you see this red-headed male half succubus, Elvanic, the one that you saved from the cage. He steps through.
Oh my gosh!
Yay!
Nice.
Oh, cool.
He kind of nods his head. They're fine. Brick, just go and find the others. Put the barrier back up. It'll be fine. Like I said, the spear has already moved on. These are the ones that saved me. And he kind of nods to you. Then they are friends of us. And he moves back in to help the others. Avanek looks across your group. It's good to see that you've made it. I didn't expect your group would be coming north.
It's good to see you safe.
By saving me, you've saved many others. I could warn them. We managed to get this thing erected before more of the spear could push forth.
How long have you been here?
As soon as I left you, I managed to find a little gap through the mountains and made my way here as soon as I could. The spear had already devastated a lot of the land in the southeast. My home. But, I managed to save the better part of a town or two. You
So many injured here.
We've sent out parties, saving anyone that was hiding during the whole thing, or the dead that they left behind. A lot of them, they burned. But for those who survived, we've taken them under our wing. Most survivors and refugees are heading towards Outer Dusk. So many are already campsite out there. We're kind of more of a forward operating unit to save as many as we can here. There's not many resources there at the moment. They're pretty overburdened. The spear is devastated.
Is Hour Till Dusk safe from them?
Seemingly so. They've split off into two sections. The spear is mostly 2,000 of them northwest, with the last 1,000 went eastward. They're waging war in the blank hinterlands, but the other ones are headed towards the Wiltwood. That major force has kind of passed by. They're avoiding Hour Till Dusk. I presume the people in Hour Till Dusk will not take kindly to the force and the expedition. They've always been kindly to us here in the north. They're meant to be our voice against the southerners ever surpassing and coming here, conquering here. It makes sense that they wouldn't even go near the city.
When do you intend to move?
Soon. The reality is that we saved as many as we could around this area. We're holding on to hope for anyone that's missing, but we're not finding many more. At first, it was a few hundred in the first few days, then tens, dozens, and a few a day. Now it's less than one a day we find. I think we've saved as many as we can. you're welcome to come with us.
We're happy to travel with you, or we could potentially get the attention of anyone who might be stopping you from progressing.
That's kind of you to ask, but I'll insist, but they've moved on. The truth is, as much as everyone fears around here, the spear is still heading northward, and they don't seem to be turning back. Occasionally stragglers with captives, but foolish, similar to the ones that had me. Now that we're known to look out for those people that are trying to win favor, we're picking them off. Nothing that's a threat to the camp. Truth is that the threat's past. At least to us. Until they come back.
Well, then, looks at the rest of the group. Carlisle's found a way to help. Are there anything else that we can do?
Unless you have a way of creating food or resources, it's kind of just a case of keeping people calm, safe, feeling secure, and helping the weak walk through the woodlands. It's thick before here in the mountains, but the trek shouldn't be far now.
For context for our group, the wagon creates food. I believe it literally makes
Yeah, it's true.
I was trying to remember if that was the case.
Perfect.
But we're going to campsite outside the city, see if we can get space inside, but I think most of it's been taken up. The farmlands there have been used as kind of refugee points since the spear arrived. And which one of you brought down the bog?
Again.
Apologies.
It's absolutely no problem. This place, it's kept up by a hexblood. They used to sell the hag in the area, but the spear dealt with them. Coralin is currently the leader of our camp, the one that created the bog in the first place. At least this will push them to move eastward. It's about time we start moving.
Well, we have supplies in our carriage. We can see what we've got, what we can share.
Good. We'd appreciate that. Of course, join us for anything you wish. If you need food or any medicine yourselves, I'm sure you'll be put into good use out here.
Sounds like more than anything, you need an escort.
As many strong arms as we can. At least it would scare off more of the creatures that lurk around these portions. We're half a day away from the outskirts of Outer Dusk, from safety. If you don't mind joining us, we'd appreciate it.
Of course.
Good. You see this moment as like this kind of shaggy-haired, unwashed, almost dreadlocked, kind of deep green skin half-orc that has almost this kind of like wrinkled neck that doesn't, though a youthful face, almost this old and wrinkled neck that kind of depicts almost intense age that's like withered by magic. She's kind of wearing hides and anything that she's kind of stitched together, old furs as well, along with just kind of almost like wrapped stolen texture. She rushes through and goes, Elvanic, what has happened to my boat? Oh, these are the ones who did it then. And you can see, yes, no, Colin. It's time we get moving. They've informed me already. It's all moved on from now. We're not finding any more survivors. We should get the ones we can out of here. It's going to take you too much effort to recreate that bog. Let's just get going. She nods and kind of looks across your group. Okay. Thanks for that. You could have at least just sent someone to ask. And Alvana kind of just nods her. She kind of rushes off to talk to others. Ignore her, she's stressed. Please. Our camp is your camp.
Thank you.
He's going to go and kind of rush off. He kind of runs across you, Carl, and like helps out. Tells people, trust him. He's a doctor. He can help you. Warning others to stick with you. And yeah, their camp would start kind of packing up to south towards the city.
So yeah, how does the carriage food thing work?
Good question. Let me find it.
There?
I think it creates meals for you guys. You can order meals
It's essentially the Magnificent Mansion, which means if you think of something, you can just have it served to you. Meaning, we could just think of something and bring it out, so we don't introduce people to.
I was gonna say, but can we remove it? That's fine, right? To like take it out once it's created.
It might not be, but you can always like do almost like a kind of a food cart.
Into like
yes,
a kinda,
We could turn it into like a buffet table.
Yeah,
and come in and eat and leave again.
Come and eat and leave, exactly. It's more of a slow moving kind of like, you know, and because you can kind of it's station, like you can drift the carriage along slowly, and people can come in, sit down, and go. It's like a moving restaurant. So you can kind of do that for the better part of half the day. People kind of walk. Sweet. They walk in this like queue that is essentially a line following like a conga line behind the bit, and when people come out, they climb in. The front room kind of sat in there. The mind flayer just having to sit in the back room, listening, avoiding all contact. But they'd come in, they'd order what they want. The slow pace of it is the indecisiveness of people not really realizing you can order whatever you want, and kind of awkwardly ordering at the same time, and kind of the repetitiveness of having to tell people no, anything they wish, which often results, because you're in the north of a place of not exactly culinary advantage. They mostly order what they used to, and it's created by the little kind of unseen servants and served to them. But it's a comfortable journey eastward, thickened routes and whatnot, but it is a large group of people, a good few hundred at least, who help push past, or at least probably in the realms of 600 with all the survivors. And you'd be passing by, heading towards Hour till Dusk. It isn't terribly far, half a day, like I said, until you would see it. Surrounding a mountain are hundreds of farms built onto these kind of surrounding fields at the base of the mountain, where they've kind of carved out the portions. It looks less organized and more like they're constantly mass growing food and livestock that can be salted, smoked, or kept for longevity around here. They build their farms on kind of hilly territory, anything that they can find greenery on. It looks like they try to grow food here. The mountain itself has many openings that would kind of be caves, but they've been converted into these turret exterior towers with siege weapons planted upon them, great ballistae that kind of are moved and pointing around the area. The city from itself, from the outside, looks like it's more of a great fortress than a civilization. It's kind of jutting through the open portions, with the majority of the city being within the mountain's hollowed halls. At the pinnacle of it, you see the Great Tower, with a mirror that seems to soak up and reflect the light into the mountain and the outskirts, creating that lighthouse effect. Much brighter here at the base. The glass here is almost built with obsidian glass to retract as much light as possible as well and draw it in. The exterior fields, they don't really look like they're well protected by patrolling soldiers, but instead have like these voluntary militia, especially from refugees that are kind of wandering around here. Anyone looking to do their part to survive in this territory. They look out for each other's land. There's a kind of almost this camaraderie, this sense of community around here, as opposed to military force. It doesn't look like a civilized place. It looks like it's a conjunction of a series of people that are just trying to survive. The base of the mountain itself is designed to be a wall in case of a siege, with two gates being closer to 100 foot off the ground. They've almost created ditches at the base of this mountain itself. And they put this almost slippy tar substance at the base as well to avoid any would-be siegers climbing up their exterior. The first is the River Gate, which is built into the smaller mountains surrounding the city. It's a winding river that is up in the kind of tall portions of the mountains and flows between them. It falls into the mountain itself. It's how most of the water is pulled into there. Atop it are defenses to stop any assailants that would use it against the city. But the ground below has staircases, ramps, and lifts that lift up to the top here. The Tall Road is the second gate on the eastern side. Located on the other side of the mountain, where the river gate is mostly used by locals, this is the main gate, the one which is where the largest groupings of people go in. It's built upon a natural sloping pathway that wraps around the mountain and into a grand cave that has a great dwarven-built door that stands in place of the cave opening. The pathway is riddled with soldier embankments, capable of drenching and oiling the paths in case of a siege. To put simply, this is a war-ready city. Yet the people residing here look as if they are of peace. People aren't carrying their weapons in a way that is threatening. There's no guards questioning people. It is mostly strangers of all different species interacting. At least The peace would be there if it was not for crowds of refugees around the base, far more than you'd expect, placing tents and beds in any shade they can. 1,000 or more displaced individuals begging at the base of the gates themselves to be let in, with a few thousand more at the kind of outskirts around here, building their tents upon farmland, with farmers arguing over whether more can even fit there, expecting coin from the kind of higher ups. Other species you would see around here, you've got bushbeard dwarves who are almost like these half plant dwarf-like beings, their beards made of kind of twigs and plant and flora. Squirrel folk exist here. Orcs and goblins are in their masses in the north. Simian folk as well. There's great varieties of a lot of animalistic creatures. Even others that are similar, resemble kind of quite similar to V. This is it's like a greater variety of beings live up here than you've ever seen in the south. These kind of beings that are of a kind of almost fey-like nature. But you've arrived at Hour Till Dusk, and at its base, the campsite packs and sets up their tents, joining in the fields, discussing a few arguments between some of the farmers here, but allowing you to settle and explore the city. We're going to take a 5-minute break there. Let you guys can refill your drinks, use the loo, all that good stuff, and then we'll be back for the second portion of the episode as you get to explore inside the city of Hour Till Dusk. All right?
It is.
See you guys in 5. Okay, chat. Let me see where they are, and I'll let them know we get started in 1 minute. Okay, we're just going to hold it for a second because Shayne's internet dropped. So we'll give him a minute to see if he gets back. Otherwise, we have to make a little fake camera. Okay, Shayne seems to be back. All good. All right. We're going to get into it. Okay, bringing things back up and into it again. Welcome back. Cool motion. I liked it. Very cool.
Thank you.
You have just arrived at the city. I'm gonna see. I quickly edited this very fast. There's music before stream, so I didn't get a chance to see if it fits. But I'll put a little track on for the old town theme, and then I'll move you guys to a little map. I've got a little just general map to help you navigate around, but you'd be on the lower kind of sections of the city. It's a little bit epic. It's a little epic. I might just go for a calm town theme. Yeah, this one out without looking into it, didn't I?
Triumphant.
Too cool.
Music.
It's a bit too cool. Let's do this classic. As it is a calm northern city. All right. So, let me move you over to the hour till dusk. Just a little map layout here to look around on. You are on the outskirts, so you have to zoom out quite far for this one. Took up quite a little bit of area. You guys would be out in the outskirts somewhere in the fields, on the southern ends. The River Gate and the Tool Road Gate both are suspended. You have to go up ramps to go around to those. But this kind of represents all the portions within the interior of the city. The entirety of the city is mostly within the mountain halls and hollowed out halls. So it's just a case where if you want to go, every location has some shops or taverns or people of interest and things you could do there.
Well, first things first, I guess like above board. Where are we supposed to take the mine?
Drop off Beavis. Yeah.
The sooner we get rid of him, the sooner we can stop worrying about him.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You would know that portion of it is within. Let me check for a double check. The central portion of Watcher's Rise is where you'll find most of the soldiers of the city, but also anyone who is in the kind of medical training or research and whatnot, one of the person that they're seeking is within there, within the hospital wing there. So it's essentially in the main castle keep area, which is why it's considered a kind of a difficult thing for them to get to. Is they're going to need some talking through essentially to get to their contact.
Okay. And can you remind me the name of the doctor we're trying to get to again?
Yeah, let me just get it. Let me see. I didn't save it on these notes, so now I've forgotten it. 2 secs. Episode. It'd be my episode. I think it's in these notes. Episode. Oh, it's in these notes.
Is it?
Yeah, you got it.
Tarth Narath, something
Yes,
like that.
Tarth Narath.
Okay.
Yes, the goblin.
Yay.
Thank you.
What was it again? You two are both
Tarth
saying
Narath.
Sorry, yeah, I got excited.
Tarth Narath. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Tarth Narath. They're within Watcher's Rise.
Okay. Well, honestly, between all of you, well, there's plenty of places to go in the city. Probably best that we try to resolve things with the passenger in the wagon as fast as we can. And then we can start looking into how we're going to get the rest of the caravan up here.
Works for me.
I think Carlisle will probably just take us to the river gate.
Okay.
Since that's the closest of the two like large gates to go through, and like there's not like places to slip in with a big fucking wagon anyways.
That's
Right.
true. Yeah,
So,
that's true. You could go up the kind of lifts that bring you up there. Before you kind of go up to the lift, you'd see there's a couple of guards there. The guards in this area in Hour Till Dusk, in general, you would see they've kind of got this. The most of them are the spellborn species. They're called spell knights up here. They guard the tower and kind of serve as kind of general watchers of the area. Spell Knights is kind of a given faction name to the people that guard here. Otherwise, they are just called Watchers. They are specifically spellborn that have all of the different kind of abjuration, evocation spell kind of trees and schools. So you see kind of like humanoid beings of reddened skin or blue skin if they're abjuration, green and whatnot, within these kind of donned, almost slightly see-through helmets, almost like this thickened glass helmets. You can see their kind of coloration behind it. And they wear kind of adorned, wrapped around tabards that almost go around, almost like Scottish-style brooch around their front. But they're like hardened, carapaced, almost like armor around their waist and higher up. So they're squires for the most part, or knights that guard this place. There's not nearly as many guards you'd expect of a city, but the ones that are look like they're kind of seasoned fighters. They have a couple down here at the lifts to lift up your carriage. One of them looks towards you, evocation, reddened skin, kind of peers and goes, "Greetings, the refugees are said to camp outside on the fields there until we can find any room within inside the city."
We're not refugees. I'm Carlisle. I'm part of. I left with Uradot down south. We're heading on through to Watcher's Rise.
Uradot is said to have passed.
They did, yeah. I have a letter here. Response. I informed you guys a couple months ago. And Carlisle will actually pull out the letter that he received from Uradot's second in command.
Give me a persuasion check. I'm going to give you a +10 advantage as well. Because it's essentially just a bureaucratic statement. See if they just read it. But the
26 with +10 advantage.
Yes, you're good. You hand the letter across. They roll it up their way. Very well. You may pass inside. Please push the caravan or the carriage onto the lift, and we'll lift it up for you.
All right,
Cool
thank
up. You'd be able to walk up the kind of staircase around to meet your carriage at the top. But as it goes on there, you hear the as the turning kind of pulls it up to the top of the river gate. You guys are climbing up the 100 foot up the kind of a winding path that has a fence on the side for safety. People wandering up and down there. You have to push past crowds of people who are gathering around the river gate to kind of almost argue their way inside. So there's almost this kind of people going, oh, what's your turn? Wait for your turn, as you're kind of pushing past as a group to get up towards your carriage. But the top, you manage to get in there. They kind of call you through. Please give them room. Please give them room. The spell notes kind of allow you entry. And there's a lot of shouting and talking. People are like, please come. We will have more information for you soon. When are we getting inside? It's dangerous out there. Kind of screaming at them as you guys wrap around towards your cart. The river gate itself, immediately outside there, getting a lot of business from the people that are kind of stationed there to shout and argue, their throats going dry from it, is an inn called the Long Reel, built upon the river that floats outwards into the mountaintops. An old water mill that's been turned into an inn and tavern. So they've got a lot of seats outside. It's very rampacked right now, serving all different meals and soups. But you'd wrap around, go past the Lift Rights Guild that operates the lifts itself, and meet your carriage there, allowing you to head inside the city as you're past the kind of front opening of it. So you'll be coming from the city from the west side.
Okay. Yeah, I think it makes the most sense just to kind of follow the roads all the way to Watcher's Rise at this point. I don't think, obviously, we're going to bring this dude in. I feel like it makes a lot more sense to try to find the doctor and bring him out to the wagon. But yeah, we can start making that trip down the road.
Okay. Yeah, then you'd pass through the river gate, going past sort of kind of the housing outside and past the guards. You would head now into the Hollow Halls section. If you're heading towards Watcher's Rise immediately, then you'd be passing by this one section, the Hollow Halls. The moment you enter into there, you realize this is kind of the portion of the city that's probably the oldest. This is the first kind of halls that were ever carved out by people and built upon a lot of natural foundation instead of mined entirely. You pass by several locations here. There is all sorts of shops. Essentially, when we enter into cities, expect there to be every type of shop front that you need for armor, for smithies, for bows, all that kind of good stuff. But just for some general ones which are more unique to individual cities, I can tell you some of the point of interests along with some of the things you'll pass by. For example, the point of interest in this area is the Silent Stair, which you'd see this kind of blocked off staircase, which is always guarded by watchers, called the Silent Stair. It goes into the depths of the mountain itself. For those of the area, you can, I mean, anyone can, if they've read about this, can roll a history check if you like, but I'll give advantage to Carla in particular. Not V, because I don't think you're
never seen those stairs before in my life.
Yeah. You never paid heed. This place is a very a dense city anyway, so it very busy times passing through. But
I guess we just assume that there's something up the stairs.
Or down, yeah.
Down the stairs that could attack the town, and that's why it's guarded. Yeah,
it seems like it's very much like a blocked off thing. And it has almost like stationed gear. It's almost like the guards are patrolling there 24/7. There's an hour till noon, which is an inn. Which you'd pass by. One that you're familiar with, Carlisle. It would be an inn that is run by a merchant you're familiar with, Heimdir. Yeah. You'd journey past that. The Stone Etchers Guild is in this section as well, which is, they sell kind of gravestones for honoring the dead and anything that you wish to get personally designed, along with Flame Keepers, which were... as you're kind of passing by this store, which is a store that sells incense and holy water and blessed coal and whatnot, you'd also see it's been desecrated, trashed, and destroyed, and they've kind of blocked off the area. People whispering and murmuring as you go past, saying, "Oh, yeah, the shopkeeper was killed." Killed? Really? Inside the city? People are kind of questioning it, and you see a couple of watchers are inside talking to people, questioning some people over to the side as you wander by. You can always come back to these things if you're kind of focusing.
What was the name of
on
that shop?
Flame Keepers.
Okay.
So you pass that by, and head into the section of the Watcher's Rise. Going beyond the hollowed halls. When you get here, the tower itself is like a stem going through the center of the city all the way upwards. It is a long, thin, broad tower that seems to extend deep into the ground and high up into the sky. You could see it from miles out when you were journeying towards here anyway. Spell Knights guard the tower in general. It almost serves as a warning for peace, but also kind of a testament to the prowess of the North. Other than the Spell Knights, though, you do see other varied watchers here. They all wear specifically kind of clad chainmail or leathered gear, depending on their kind of fighting style. But most are knights or squires and members of this order that tries to keep dangers away from our world. They are varied of species. You see some that are kind of small, some that are tall as Goliaths, but all kind of bar the watchful eye of Sentry as their kind of clasp on their tabards or cloaks. At the tallest tip of the mountain, you can see the kind of great room that guards the ever lens that kind of shines across the land. Give me a history check for that. I can tell you some more information about that if you guys have ever read about this portion of the North and the hour till dusk.
18.
I assume it's just you going for it. Others can if they like, if you had ever had interest in the North.
Resident local lawmaster, dude.
With a good old history modifier of 0.
Yeah.
Lucky on these so far.
18's good enough to know about this, though, for the most part. You know of the essential leader of this order is called the Sentry Knight. You don't necessarily know their history with this, but you know enough that they are a Spellborn. The first Spellborn, which kind of drew the Spell Knights. Spellborn before that weren't really brought into the order. They were kind of seen as like helpers and servants until this one wielded the blade well as keeper. It's the Blade of Sentry, the ancient Sunborn child who died in the First War. It was said that any who picked up this blade would evaporate from its pure radiance prior to the Sentry Knight. The Spellborn was history tells it they were abjuration, evocation, conjuration, loads of different colors. All that is known now is that their skin is made of radiant energy, and they are the only person to ever picked up the blade and been infused by it, which gives them basically the purpose where they sit atop this tower and they watch. And any threats to our world, they send down inked notes and descriptions of them, seeing fragments of the future, the past, and the current, and warn the watchers of what's to come, the threats of our world. That's his duty at the top. But the actual tower itself is a series of part of it being military, where the watchers will train. Their training grounds, their eating halls, and the Hall of Names. I'll let you do another history check for the Hall of Names in case you've heard of it. But the other half at the same time is the hospital wing, the resting halls, and House Vigil, which is the local house there. You've never heard of the Hall of Names? You're a healer. You're a medicine man. This is a place of military.
Yeah, I mean, this is stuff where it's like Carlisle's not a watcher. He's not like he's adjacent to them, but he doesn't know everything about like their specific organization.
Yes. Exactly. So you'd probably know quite a bit about the hospital wing and the resting halls, which is where essentially is like where most of the people stay who are part of this order, where the mingling between science, magic, and military is kind of met. And then House Vigil is the residing house that rules over the city. As much as they do, the Watchers are very much in control, but the house is the kind of the essential link to the North, where they speak as the voice. A lot of the time, House Vigil is found in the South, given speaking as the ambassadors of the North for on behalf of the Hour Till Dusk City. So when you can arrive at the base, you can see that the base is pretty open. They guard it off pretty well, but they like to keep their eating halls as a large open hallway. So great big doorways, almost like the Great Tower above is stood on like a series of pillars in a circle. And you can see into their eating halls. You can see all of the tables set up, people sharing food and drink at the base. But no way of getting towards that without getting past more guards. And you can see that they like to keep it exposed to the public down here, with the training grounds upstairs. But yeah, you'd be approaching Watcher's Rise, see the kind of great eating halls and cafeteria, and the guards that block the pathway there, who are kind of sending people onwards. Most people don't journey towards this portion. Once you're in the city, you're doing your own thing. Most people don't disturb the Watchers. So you coming up towards them, you'd see as one of the Watchers who's not a spell knight. You can just see a standard Watcher, a dwarven fella with like kind of half his beard missing from a burn mark on his cheek, but the other beard, he's kind of brushed it to try and hide that and pushes it sideways. Portions of a burn across his cheek. See this dwarf looks up at him and goes, "Hello there, how you doing? You right? Do you need help with anything?"
Yeah. I'm actually, hi, I'm Carlisle. I'm looking to get inside. I need to see some of the Watchers in there.
Hey, of course you do. What are you? What? Yeah.
Well, I know I have a letter here from Watcher Toranos for one. I could list plenty of Watchers. I've been around. Carlisle handed the letter again.
Yeah, he looks at it. Watcher Toranos, okay. Oh, you know some high up people. He kind of hands it back to you. Okay. And what about the rest of them? Are they staying outside?
Well, I'd like to bring everyone here. They're all part of my party. But if there was a place where we could leave our wagon somewhere nearby and safe, that would also be appreciated.
I just put it around here. Our stables are close by. We'll get it pushed over there.
All right, thank you.
Okay. And he kind of looks across the rest of you guys. Okay. Alright, no funny business, okay? If this letter's legit, then I'm not gonna piss off Turonos by turning you away. Go on then.
Thank you.
Of course. And he kind of like steps to the side and allows you guys to move, and then whistles to a couple of spell knights. Can we get this carriage moved up to the stables to get us out of the fucking way? And you see a couple of others come over and start moving it with him. Allowing you to head into the kind of
saved that letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pass into the lower portions of the Watcher's Rise Tower. You can hear all the kind of talking and eating, seeing all the people around here gathered, kind of sharing out their food and whatnot. Where would you like to head up to? To the hospital wing?
Yeah, Carlisle would want to head up there. Firstly, look over at all the others and be like, well, welcome everyone to, at least, I guess, here. Sorry, we're kind of rushing on through it, but, I can at least say that everyone in this place we can trust. All right.
Okay.
Very well.
I'll follow your lead.
Yeah, Carlisle will take us up to the hospital wing.
Okay, yeah, you go up the staircases in the tower, passing by different watchers. A lot of them kind of eye up your group, wondering. One watcher in particular, you see this kind of Goliath fella, and as you go past him, Morgaine, he looks at you and goes, "What the fuck is a Dreadvault warden doing up here?" Kind of like eyes up your armor.
Morgaine will like pull her hood a little closer.
Alright, your business is your own. You're not the first one to pass up here anyway. Wanders back down. But once you get into the hospital wing area, and you can see like he's cradling an arm that's clearly been broken and snapped at one portion, like claw mark going down. He's got it like nestled in in like a sling. And you go into this next section, you can see in the hospital wing as you're going past, there's a series of like side rooms. Minor like surgeries and practices exist here, but along with a series of like more study-based rooms and specific doctors that kind of study different portions of illnesses or magic, etc. But you would pass by a series of watchers who are like laughing, joking about the scrapes. Some of them got some nasty cuts. One of them's got this massive, like bulbous, like growth growing on their shoulder, and they're like holding it like a cold cloth to it. This thing goes, yeah, I got lucky, but it'll make for a good story if they get it all off. and they're kind of like sharing their stories, and different doctors are coming out. You'd be used to being up here, Carlisle, helping tend to some of them and helping along the way. But you would see one of the rooms is dedicated to Tarth Nellith. It's Dr. Nellith's quarters.
Okay. And just to refresh my memory, and I guess everyone else's, Carlisle has not met Tarth Nellith.
No,
he's one of the ones that he has not met before.
You had known that they are a specialist in like rare treatments and kind of more like very minute surgeries and like obscure pseudo like science with their healing, and looking into the kind of external realms for help as opposed to natural healing. They're kind of considered more of a kooky scientist in a way, or one that is not necessarily frequented that much.
Carlisle, before he knocks on the door, he's going to look over to the rest of the party. So, very clear, I've met this person.
One sec.
Pretty much.
Is it me lagging or is it the Discord? Are we good? Everything just
We've
died.
lost you. I'm back.
Was it me?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
you froze.
You're kind of back now.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good now, I think. Okay, good. Okay, nice. Yeah, it just dropped 600 frames randomly, but I think we're okay now? All right, sorry. Yeah, you were saying something, and then I couldn't hear you.
Carlisle's going to stop at the door and turn around to the others. And before he opens, he's going to like establish. So I've never met this doctor, to be clear. We've never crossed paths. I've been able to use, my position all the way up until this point. But I may need a little bit of help in there with conversation if they are as kooky as I have heard.
Okay.
Well, hopefully it won't be that complicated. We just gotta get him down to the wagon. And then Carlisle's gonna knock on the door.
Okay. There's no answer the first time you do it. You knock again. You hear this kind of like putting down of instruments, and then climbing down, and then this kind of crane sound. And walking over towards the door, you hear 4 locks go by, pulling on a chain. You see this little goblin, kind of screwed up face, angry looking kind of expression, little kind of glasses on the end of the nose that have kind of like spoiled up. This kind of portion of like greenish fluid on their arm that is like pulsating, and they're like wiping it with a cloth. What do you want?
Hi, I'm Carlisle Davenport. I'm a doctor. I wanted to know if I could come inside my party to have a quick conversation.
I'm not interested. Closes the door.
It's not a... Damn, he really did just close the door really fast on me. I didn't even have a chance.
Knocks the door again. Knocks on the door.
You can hear they're already on one lock. What?
We'd like to have a conversation with you, please. It'll be worth your while, I promise.
Oh, how so?
Can I get a quick glance in there?
Sure, yeah. Do a perception check.
Yeah, can I
Okay.
help
Yeah.
on that?
Do advantage. Or you both roll once.
No, I'll help you and I'll provide a bonus if I need.
I think your perception's better than mine, but
It
I'll-
is,
I'll
but
do
you're
it.
the one initiating it.
yeah.
I like to encourage that.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
Nice.
You get
Holy.
you get a good look because he pulls the chain a little too far, and there's this moment where it's almost like time stops where you can just glance in and you see the chaotic mess of someone who is practicing, trying like hundreds of things. They've got so many experiments they've left half like cooked around the room. You can see that they've attempted stuff with undeath. They've attempted stuff with kind of like growing their own organisms. They have loads of half-beaten experiments, and clearly where they just came from, they were kind of sat on this like crane device, and they were trying to conduct electricity from underneath the ground and create like an upside down lightning. They see it as kind of this almost like shock effect to try and bring back a dead rat that's hanging above it. So you can see you've dived in halfway through. They're very much a Frankenstein style kind of doctor. So you kind of get this kooky feel as you kind of look through. Where's my Wellhow?
Well, a man brilliant like you, the thing that you always need is resources, which we can provide. It's just a moment of your time.
I'm gonna say because you took it in, give me a persuasion check with advantage because you've kind of like soaked into his ego.
Okay. A 27.
You have 5 minutes. Closes the door. You hear him unchain it. Opens the door. Don't touch anything. Come on in. Come on in. Kind of walks back over towards his thing.
Is it possible to not touch anything, or is it like that bad?
You'd have to slip through a few of the things in the ground. You'd see there's a cage there of a creature which you just don't recognize. It looks almost like a crab with like almost this like dog-like face come out. He goes, "Oh, don't mind that thing. I was trying to build my own chimera, and it went terribly wrong. What can I? So, what do you need? What do you need?" Turns around and you see him kind of like pushes away stuff off his chair, picks up some things, and then sits in his chair, which seems like the first time he's done this in a long time.
We are here representing a benefactor, someone who has heard many wonderful things about you and your brilliant mind. Your help.
Yes. Okay.
He is unfortunately very secretive about who he is. He's outside and would like to meet with you. If you'll give him your time.
Look, I'm all for meeting fans of my work. I publish it for a reason, so that the information is not lost when I'm inevitably killed for discovering something I shouldn't have discovered. But even minutes can cost years in research. Every moment I spend outside of this place is a moment I'm spent not progressing. So, why can't they just come up here?
Is this an office with a window?
It did have a window. However, it is it's small, it's clumpered,
Well, they could come up here.
It's completely covered by just like different like drawings of shapes. You can see the slight illumination hitting against them, or like the slight burns as well, where the kind of light is illuminated too strong and cause little fires.
We need to open the window.
Open the window. I have a window.
Open the window.
Oh, what? Is it some sort of bird?
Well, I'm going to bring the wagon up here. I'm just going to fly down and ask for permission first.
Kind of looks across your wings. Can I take a look at those?
Yeah, sure.
He wanders over and pulls out the color scope. Gets a hammer. They clanks it against
trying
it.
to stop him, like, wait, that's leverage, damn it.
Come on. And he goes, he pushes past your ankle.
Carlisle's too
He
nice.
hits a hammer against it and he puts his ear against it. Magical. Good thing I wasn't looking forward to cleaning up glass. Okay. Oh. Well, if you ever want to, perhaps see if we can fuse those in somehow, I'd love to look at it.
I'm good. I'm fine, but thank you.
Holy
I'm fine,
fuck.
though.
What? He kind of clambers over towards the window and he starts taking things off the wall, looks at the glass. Ah. Lifts a kind of a cage off of the windowsill. Something inside there died years and years ago. There's kind of stench comes out of it, and he goes, pushes over the window. It's not a very big window, but it's enough to kind of squeeze through and fly through. He goes, oh, when you get used to the nice smell of this office, you forget what the horrific smell of the outside is.
What does it smell like in this office?
It is dank, sweaty. There's a smell of slight death in the air. It is kind of the smell is genuinely heavy. Like your nose will feel clogged when you're in here. But for him, you can see he just goes, all right. He walks over, kind of sits back on his chair. Feel free to fly.
We're back in a minute. Carlisle's gonna fly down to the guard that he just talked to about parking the wagon.
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm gonna actually just bring it up, if that's okay.
Sorry, what do you mean?
I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna use it can climb. I gotta bring it up the wall. I gotta bring it to that window there.
Can I see that letter again?
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to take the letter. Dusk watcher Taurenos. Benny! You see this human turn around. But look at this. You can want to. That is Taurenos' signature, right? Yeah, that looks to be a stamp. What would they say if I let the carriage climb the wall? What? That carrot. Don't just go back to you. He looks at you. So can I just ask what exactly you're doing?
Well, I got to get the carriage up that wall because I need to convince Tarth Nellith to actually have a meeting in there, and he won't do it unless it's right by the window.
Tarth Nellith as well, eh? Great.
Yeah. It'll be up and down so fast no one will even notice.
Why does he need the carrot? It's empty, right?
Well, it's a bit bigger on the inside.
Roll a
Carl,
persuasion
let him
check.
take a peek.
Let us roll a persuasion check.
The mind flayer would be in the back. It's a huge thing. But yeah, I'll roll persuasion. 17.
Do you mind if I just take a peek inside, just inventory it, make sure that there's nothing he'll do in here, you're not smuggling someone in, you've not been like...
He gave us 5 minutes, so how about this? You take a peek right through the doorway, and then I'll get you your favorite snack from the inside.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
Like you're going to get some goddamn honeyed locusts up here. Yeah, let's see. And he kind of wanders over there towards the carriage, opens the door with you, looks at you and goes, fuck me, what?
Can we get honeyed locusts over here?
You see one of the always comes out. Oh my god, just like from the Ruby. I haven't seen this since I was a wee lad.
Aww.
Oh my god, yes. It takes one outside, it just disappears, goes, what the fuck? What? Kind of leans in. What kind of magic is it?
Honestly, we purchased it. I didn't cast a spell, but how about we come back down? I can park it here again for a little bit. We're going to be here a while. Come on in and have some more.
I'm going to be like 10 times more than that. And we got a deal.
That sounds good. Is that a deal?
He closes the door and goes, get up there. And don't cause any trouble, okay?
Of course,
Cute.
of course. And then Carlisle will fly up to the window and whistle for the carriage.
He goes, hits the wall and goes, a bunch of watchers start looking and goes, I didn't fucking get back to fucking work. That's why you never seen a carriage climb a wall before. He goes, oh shit. And then kind of walks over to his portion. But the carriage climbs all the way up to the window, just stops outside of it.
Okay, Carlisle's gonna stick his head in the window. Now, Tarth, we can have the meeting in the carriage if you'd like. It is going to be a little bit
He climbs and looks out the window.
disorienting.
You lot are fascinating. Huh. All right. He climbs out like without a question and like pulls open the door, looks down, steps in, like falls inward first.
I think Carlisle would help him
Yeah, I mean,
into
okay,
the
yeah.
carriage if we're doing it.
You'd have to-
Like, the vertical is the uncomfortable way for the
Yeah,
carriage
yeah,
to be used. So
You would give me a slight hand check because he's very like adamant to like he takes this like moment of hesitation and immediately pushes himself forward.
24.
Yeah, you gotta catch him before he falls. Rights himself on. Fascinating. As he's kind of like stood on the side of the carriage, and you can see he's kind of like still on the bottom. He kind of taps his foot against the window on the side. Puts his full weight on the window as well. Huh. Magic as well. All right. Where's this person? Bear in mind the carriage is on its side as well. 'cause
Yes.
it's on the inside as well.
So before we do introduce you to them, I just want to open up with it is a little bit unconventional. Who they are, but you are safe. Nothing's gonna happen to you. I'm sure you've run into plenty of strange things in your line of work. So,
Well, I do enjoy the unconventional.
and I'm guessing everyone else has followed Carlisle. And
Sure. Yeah, we can all be in there.
Yeah.
we're just all parked on the side of a castle. Carlisle will go to the back and get our mind flayer.
Yeah, you see the kind of kind of it opens up and he kind of drifts in and goes, you hear in your mind like, you could have given me a bit more warning before it went inside.
Well, sorry, I was trying to move on a 5-minute timer.
He's floating slightly, pulls down his hood, and you see Taz go, oh.
I'm gonna be guarding the door.
Yeah.
Kind of turns and straight, like trying to climb up the door. Oh, fuck.
You're okay. Hear him out, please.
You tried to feed my mind to it, and
No.
immediately the kind of mind flow forward. Zalazaskas. No, you are needed. Your works on containing mind flayer tadpoles. I need them. If you've read those works, then you understand they're incomplete. I could never work out how to keep the victim alive afterwards. I could extract the tadpole fine. That is all we need. But let me pull back a moment. I could get the tadpole out of your mind, if that is what you wish, but it would kill the body. It is not for me. Kind of drifts its eyes across all of you and realizes it's letting you into some knowledge. But kind of just in this moment pushes past that element of kind of doubt. It is for my enemy. Go on. Do you know what an Ulagath is? Ulagath. Yes, I mean, in theory, it's a creature that's like a mind flayer, no? But instead of symbiosis, they consider the parasitical element. They're more solitary. They don't seek community. What about them? They don't exist. The mind flayer, Zalazas links his arm up and produces an illusion. You see this bald, pale, gaunt-skinned humanoid creature. With eyes that look almost dead. Its mouth thin. It looks human, but almost like the body is like withered against the bone. Like there's no blood left in it. It's kind of wrapped into it. A body that's slowly morphed. It's slimy, almost like a mind flayer that has given up at a percentage of its transformation. Slight tentacles on the chin, but they're kind of almost rigid like bone. Currently, there is an Ulagath tadpole within this being. A powerful one. It is hunting every illithid in the Underdark here, one by one. The creature inside, the body it is within, has vast power. It is a body from the continent of Elreath. A body of an ancient mage named Vahazi. With the capabilities of this body, it is able to kill our kind en masse.
Oopsie.
Whoopsie daisy. Oops.
Who fucking did that?
Who would do something like that?
That's
Guys,
crazy.
did we do that?
We buffed it, dude. That's
Did
so
we?
bad. We fucked this up. big time.
Characters.
We said that's somebody else's problem, and
That was one of our.
not. It was our problem again.
That's not our. Pushed it downstream to new characters, dude. Fucking sucks.
That's crazy.
Good.
Oh, you have a level of pettiness I respect.
Great. So we're gonna run into the Nolans. Man, we're gonna run into the baby
Exactly.
house.
100%.
There'll be a no warlord in Skyforge in 3 years.
Yep.
It kind of closes hand The creature's hard to kill. Impossible so far. It regenerates, using the magic within the body. But if we can momentarily stun it, with your expertise, if you teach me the techniques, we wish to remove the Ulageth and destroy the body. The goblin kind of like takes off his glasses, wipes them. It's fascinating, but I've never worked with an Ulageth. I don't know if it worked the same. It could kill both the parasite and the host. A risk. We'd prefer if it survives. I'll give to you now knowledge of our enemy, of its anatomy, of its power, and you will work on this for us. Yeah. Now, puts this kind of glass of nose. I'm doing real science in there. I've nearly discovered how to bring back life without magic. Through just pure electricity. To throw away months, if not years of research to go chasing after what is essentially just a parasitical, momentary biological difference. It just doesn't seem worthwhile to me. As much as I wish, I could have, of course, helped. The Mind Flayer kind of glances to all of you. You see there's this angered expression, and it thinks back through its deal and goes, I represent the Peck. The Peck. How are they? Right. Well, I don't want to disappoint. He kind of looks across all of you and give me insight checks.
Yeah, he thinks that we're Peck now.
24.
Yeah, he is immediately thinks you're all just muscle for the Peck. And he goes, oh, of course I can always put my research on hold and focus on something a bit more prevalent if it is. I don't want to endanger your kind. You've been so good to the world.
That's so fucking funny.
Especially coming from a goblin.
Oh my god.
Tell you what, of course this is quite a deep practice to perform. If you could, of course, help my research afterwards, I'm sure the Peck could help with some funding there, where coin is sparse here in the north.
Sounds like a pretty deal, Carlisle will whisper to the Mind Flayer.
Mm.
Mind Flayer kind of turns head. Do this, Tarth Nellin, and you will be a friend of the Peck for life. You will be showered with gifts. You will be given a position worthy. There will be no wanting in your life. Not a moment, not a day will you want for anything. You will die with gold gilded upon your very palm, and science beyond your very knowledge.
Man, he's laying it on thick, man.
You see,
Yeah.
Christ.
the
Could have
goblins-
said, yeah, we'll
This guy
pay
just
you.
asked for a couple bucks, man.
the goblin goes, sounds fair. Sounds fair. Sounds fair. I agree to these terms. I agree to these terms. Of course, I'll put down my things and come and help. First, we have to get inside, and I'll show you what I've got for extracting. It's a shame. You don't have any of those tadpoles, do you? Perhaps we can infect someone. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just to practice on a live target with the.
He's not kidding.
The Mind Flayer goes, your research so far will suffice. Show it to me. Right. He kind of looks up towards the door. How do we... And the Mindflayer just simply goes up to him, grabs him, kind of lifts him, flies up through the door into their room. And there's a moment like he puts him down, he kind of drifts back into the room with you all of you and goes, "This will conclude my business with you."
You're all right to leave without getting seen?
It doesn't matter if I make it out or not. I'll send whatever I learn to the rest.
Right, well, I'm going to say here that, how about, is you have a way to contact me? Because if you end up trying to leave out the door and you start a fight with the Watchers, I would prefer you don't cut a path through these people. I'll take some time to fly you out if it comes to that.
I am not reserved against self-preservation. I will contact you then.
Okay. I'll hold you to that.
You are now friends of the Peck. He flies up and into the room. You hear the window.
Okay. That went pretty well.
That went about as well as it could have, yeah.
We have to get this wagon off of the wall now. So I'm probably just going to park it down where it was before, and I'm just going to kind of let everyone come in now and get whatever food they want.
Sounds good.
We take a look around the city.
Carlisle's going to do exactly that.
Okay. Yeah, it climbs down. There's
I
a
love
couple.
that the carriage has become our food truck.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's cute.
Great.
Yeah.
It's a good cover, honestly. We should
it
make like a
is.
banner.
Yeah, we need to put the Sixes fucking, like, didn't we have
truck.
something like that and then it got scribbled because he took it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you yeah, it's a good retirement plan. You kind of bring the carriage down and back around to the front, and there's like a group who are kind of like gathering around, talking to him, and he's like, the door's like, here comes now. He kind of turns and waits for you guys to kind of come with. He goes, right. So I told the others that they could get any
fine.
snack they like from this place.
Let everyone in the keep know too. It's totally fine. We'll be leaving it here for a little bit. Just don't take anything out that's in there that ain't food, okay?
Hey, yeah, there's no thieves among us. All right, lads, go on. You can see others kind of start gathering who have like heard, and people are coming in, ordering whatever they want from inside, and kind of getting it served to them, coming in and out. Becomes a food truck for the watchers in the area to just kind of pass in and out, getting whatever snacks they like. And you can see, unlike when you'd served it outside, there is a crazy variety here because the watchers have traveled all across the continent. So many of them are grabbing foods they haven't had in years since they were like young and whatnot, just like excitedly eating and kind of sharing out food and be like, I told you the food over on Horizon's Rest is better than over in the East. They kind of argue between different bits, but there's a great camaraderie that happens from it, this kind of nostalgia over food passes between them all. And you successfully kind of avoid any issue traveling into this town with anyone. Anyone might show issue towards both the carriage, the Mind Flayer, and anything in between.
People are saying the wagon was a bad purchase.
Yeah.
Come on. Like,
You guys are great with it.
crazy good value.
Okay, why are you saying people? Just say me.
I mean, I just didn't want to point fingers, you know? That's like
You
the
did, though. You did.
Sam was the ultimate hater for something that brought only happiness. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Okay, we didn't know how good it was before we splashed an insane amount
He
of
knew
money.
how good it
Okay.
was.
I knew it.
He knew.
You can smell it. Yeah, you very much now just free to wander wherever you want to go. I can give you a rundown of any of the areas. You can go and search for certain people if you'd like. We won't go for too much longer today because I know we've got a bit of a hard out, and also I'll give you for the majority of the exploration of the city and where you go next for next time. But if there's any way we want to immediately see,
Give
how
us
do you want to
some
explore?
shops.
Sure.
Give us
I love shops.
You love shops?
yeah,
Okay.
or like sightseeing. What's like the coolest thing?
Yeah, I'll take you through the major things, the unique stuff here. Again, like I said, you can go to any shop you want if it's something that I don't read out, like a blacksmith or general store, etc. But you've got in all the ones in the Watchers area. You could go up to the Hall of Names in the Watchers area. or save that for next time. There's some interesting stuff there. Otherwise, in the treaties, which is kind of the place in which all of the tribes that move into this area and all of the clans around the area find themselves. There's an amphitheater where you'd get kind of greater political discussions, sometimes performances. That seems to be kind of ram-packed with people right now talking and discussing some matters. There's some temples here. There's a temple of water and fire towards elemental gods. A temple of the Sky Lords, which is towards a specific god in the avian gods. A temple of Lux, which is heavily fortified. A temple of Seasons for the Feywild. There's a displaced bestiary if you want to go and look at kind of a bestiary store. There's Old Tom's, which is a herbalist store for specific unique herbs. Similar to like potions. Elemental Bonds is a specific forge in this area where you can go and get kind of unique infusions into your weapons. In the Dimlit district, you can go through the alleyways to get a bunch of food and different marketplace foods and unique foods. You can also there's Rest Wells, which is a kind of a place to help out all the refugees, give out food to them, kind of like a almost like a food kitchen. Miss Troubles, which is a place that Carlisle would be familiar with. It's run by a Lamaxian, a kind of a slug person. This is for very obscure, almost voodoo-like materials can be found there. In the new tunnels, there's Mr. Balkan's Bests, which is a shop for kind of bulk materials, if you want to bulk food, cloth, etc. Timely Goods, if you want a kind of a time-based magical shop. Market Vaults for different stalls as well is there as well. And they're probably all the major ones to call out. So there's some unique stuff you can buy along the way, along with some of the other places I already mentioned from before. If there's anything specific you want to go searching for.
Well, might be a good idea to just at least for now go to an inn or something and sit down and try to figure out what we're doing next.
I will hit you up with all the inns. Control F Tavern. So you've got the Long Reel, the one in the Rivergate. If you want to go for the busier one with where everyone's kind of outside by the water, get more fish-faced food. On the Tool Road, on the opposite side, also, this one's on the interior, so it's not as busy, is Flagon in the Clouds, which is built into an old military tower. There's also Hour Till Noon, the one that you're familiar with, Carlisle, and which you would know is kind of a place where watchers often go there if they want to get away from the main place. They want to go get drunk and whatnot.
Yeah. I think in at least Carlisle's perspective would be we still need to get a contact so that we can get permission to bring our caravan through. And if we at least go to Hour Till Noon, we might see someone that might be that contact without Carlisle needing to do another lap to Watchers Rise separate. Might be best just to go there. Plus, I know the innkeeper, so we'd at least be treated probably a little bit. We'd probably be served a little quicker, at least.
All right.
Okay. So you're going to head over towards Hour Till Noon?
Yeah.
Okay, then you'd be passing back into the Hollow Halls area, walking towards that one particular inn. You see, as you kind of get closer to it, Hour Till Noon is this kind of classic-looking tavern and inn. It is kind of broad, built against the mountain, like natural tunnels, and it goes deep into a tunnel. It's like an old carved-out cave that kind of juts outwards. You can see these rounded windows, these jutting tables that kind of table seats around the windows as well. And as you kind of pass in, you see mostly locals. Some locals who feel safer come here, but it's very much frequented by watchers and people that are kind of... a lot of southerners come here as well because of the food. Kind of reminds them of home. A lot of kind of... food from down south away from the northern land. So as you kind of pass through, you immediately see on a raised portion in the center is the kind of rounded almost like a bar that kind of goes out like almost like an oval shape and has like a downstairs to a basement full of drinks and alcohol. So the guy comes up, he lifts like the trap door, and it's a dwarf. You know him as Heimdir, Carlisle. He's this very broad-shouldered, full of scars across his face, former watcher, retired watcher who's got a graying beard, probably in his like 400th year. Getting on a bit. Dwarves living to kind of closer to 500-600, but he's kind of in this like gray's coming in, probably in the equivalent to his 50s, 60s. He runs the place. He's got one arm that's made of this kind of mechanical wooden material, an old-fashioned kind of appendage replacement that he still kind of keeps there. It's a bit kind of crookedy and it kind of shakes whenever he uses it, but he likes it because he's used to it, and he uses that to kind of clean out some of the mugs, and he's handing out drinks to people. You got tables set around of different people, but also on the wall of the tavern are a series of paintings that move, showing creatures in other realms. You'd see kind of this Garistro demon, this massive kind of demon up on the wall, like bull-like kind of rampaging across this kind of layer of the abyss, lost as it kind of just tears through rock and bone, hunting down small closets in the distance. You'd see on another portion of the wall, Dark Fey Ranger, who's kind of sat there restringing their bow, continuously trying to get it perfect with this like dark silk. You see a night hag on the wall as well, trapped somewhere in the distance, a mind flare as well, and also a covered bit of art that is like a cloth over it. You would know some portions of this, Carl. Go ahead and give me a straight charisma check. This is kind of your streetwise, like how much you've learned from the portraits since you came here.
17.
You don't know what's under the undercovered one, right? Like no one's really said that to you. You've probably only heard in passing what these are, but this is essentially watchers keep track of creatures they've killed or they've captured or banished. These are Heimdir's kind of like trophy cases. These are the ones he's been involved in, and he kind of keeps them proudly on the wall. Like the epic fights he's had over the years of all of the banished creatures that have been there. The covered one doesn't really get spoken about as much, but they keep it the cover on it always. There's humble rooms upstairs that serve all manner of food. It's kind of the safest tavern within the city. You'd also see as you kind of pass in as well, you can get your own table in the corner. What kind of table do you want? Do you want to sit around the bar? Do you want to go in the corner? Do you just want to find one?
I mean, Carlisle knows Heimdir. He'd probably try to sit at the bar.
Yeah, you can go over towards him and he goes, "Boy, live or breathe. That you, Carlisle?"
It sure is, Heimdir. How have you been?
Decent. And kind of leans under the bar and pours out kind of the nicer. He has this kind of general thing that you would know he does, where he always pours like the tankards of rum and ale and stuff from below, and he always tells anyone who's new that he gives them the nice stuff. He gives everyone the nice stuff. The only kind of the cheaper ones only for arsehole customers, and everyone kind of knows in the area. So he kind of pulls you out some of the nice ones, puts out a mug, looks across your friends, kind of pours another mug for each person. And goes, "Got yourself a little retinue, have you?"
Yeah, we met a couple months ago. They're good folk. Everyone, this is Heimdir.
Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to mine.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
What is this then? Is it? I mean, it's a peculiar lot.
Yeah, we're an adventuring party now. We've been heading around. We're actually stopping here to get some permission to bring the rest of the group. Yeah.
Bloody Discord again. Hold on. Oh, 2 secs.
Discord.
Let's see. Is it cut out the stream as well? Or is it just Discord?
I don't care.
2 seconds, chat. I think it might just be Discord.
Yeah.
Stream seems fine. Okay, let me try doing this. Hold on. Edit channel. There's a way to do this, isn't there? Let's try the region override. And I'll try and fix it via this. Let's try this. US Central chat. Will this work? All right, I think I
Hello.
fixed it. I just had to change the region.
Hello?
Sorry, guys. It was the Discord to change the region to US Central.
You're good.
Yeah, you'd come over and he'd just ask you who they were, and you just started saying. Sorry, I know you've had to repeat yourself twice.
So we're a whole adventuring party now. We're the six. We're actually here to try to get some permission to bring quite a few extra folk up through the southern gate.
I mean, Garnis is over in the back on his usual place. He's with Radical. They're having a bit of a snack now, but if anyone can get you anyone up here, he can probably talk to someone for you.
Oh, that's lucky. I thought Gaius would be out.
No, he just came back not too long ago.
That's perfect then.
Yeah, it's been busy around here. There's a lot more things going around here for watchers to be here for. Besides things getting
I
tense.
saw some of it with that spear. That scar they left.
That's all the talk of the town. He kind of leans on the bar. He pours himself a drink and he kind of sips from it and goes, see, the problem is right now, we're meant to protect these folk up here, right? We're to be the ones who, I say we're, the watchers. They're, the whole point is that we look after people up here. We keep the calm between the north and the south, and tensions are getting high. At the moment, they're blaming us for not doing something about it, but what the hell the fuck are we meant to do?
That's a lot of soldiers to deal with.
Yeah, war's brewing.
I think. Yeah, well, I'm not sure exactly how much the six of us are going to be able to do about either, but once we pick up our folk, we're going to be heading up north as well.
It's good. Adventuring party. Uradot would be impressed.
Yeah.
Here's the her.
Her.
The greatest damn watcher I ever knew. Help me bring in all of them. Even Astenor. Kind of points to the covered one. Yeah. May I watch continue? All right. Well, hey.
Yeah, watch continue. Well,
It's good to see you back in town. Any food or drink
good to see you.
you and yours need, it's on the house.
I appreciate that.
He kind of, one of the other watchers goes, oh dear, can I get another drink? He goes, fuck off. All right? You've had him pay you more. Do you know what this is? The watcher goes, no. Then fuck off. And you see the watcher kind of turn around, kind of goes back to his thing and goes, some people around here have no respect for the classics.
It's a damn shame.
You know, you saved half of us, right? So many up there thankful for you.
Well, you know, it's what we're supposed to do. I wouldn't have it any other way. Hey, listen, I ran into Bristlebark, one of the
Yeah.
they were in the scar. I got one of the last seeds they have in my bag here. So I'm not gonna be here for much longer, but we're probably gonna come back through. If you do me a favor and at least ask around if there's any safe places to plant something like this. I'll keep an eye out too, but
Yeah.
I want to get this planted somewhere nice and safe.
I'll ask the lads. Another drop to him then. Fuck. That definitely complicates more things.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, Dustwatcher Tyrannos is up in the top. The Century Knight's been sending down more things, more problems. And the
Yeah, I wasn't counting on being able to talk to them about any permission to get get the rest of my camp up north. So it's great that Gaius is here.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be able to get there. Speak to him when you're ready. I'll get you guys some food if you want to do that before any business.
Yeah, I think everyone could probably use a minute anyways.
So what about all you lot? He kind of looks at the rest of the group. What takes your fancy?
What's good?
Mostly nothing. But what's edible? Pretty much all of it. Depends how strong your stomach is. Safest bet is to go for the stew. Changes most days.
Stew sounds good to me.
for the rest?
Me as well.
All right.
What looks best?
What looks best?
Anything catch the eye?
I've got a bloody lovely salad back there. For all the floral shit that glows down in the woods.
Oh, that's perfect. It glows?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'd like one of those.
All right. He kind of looks across, he goes, looks at his own arm. I need to get an arm like yours, mate. And what about you? Looks across to you, Tack.
Discord's
no.
not letting Dodger unmute.
It's not letting her
There's
unmute.
Like a glitch where it's not
giving her an
letting
error.
Oh,
her
weird.
unmute.
Okay, I can help you out in a second.
Yeah.
One drink.
You see, I see you distracted. I'll just get another stew. And can I walks to the side and starts pouring a drink to you, and points over towards, take the corner, any of the corner seats. You get the best view of the outside. And wanders out. You can see there's one that kind of shows you the streaming river outside that kind of comes down off the waterfall nearby because you're quite close to the river gate. Let me see if I can fix your mic by just changing the region again. I assume that's probably what did it if it destroyed it before. Let's try this and let's go US South. Try?
Oh, can
There
you
we
hear
go.
me?
Nice, yeah.
Oh, nice.
It is.
That's so weird. Literally every time I unmuted my mic, I would get an error like, your mic isn't working, change your mic. And I was like,
Oh my
why?
God.
Yeah, we'll do after this. We'll finish up just in case Discord decides to kill off the entire episode. But you guys can get the stews kind of poured out to you, put over at a table in the corner, allowing you to have some peace and moment to kind of discuss what you want to do next.
Well, at some point I'm gonna have to get up there and go talk to guys. You're all welcome to join me, but I figured we might as well take a beat.
Who is this Gaius?
Oh, they were the first apprentice of Uradot. Remember the
Yes.
Yeah. So they're real good folk. I trust them quite a bit, and they're pretty high up there in the chain of command. So they should, like they said, they should be able to get us through the checkpoint with our folk without it being too much of a problem.
Right.
Skip's having to go through a lot of the extra bureaucratic mumbo jumbo up Washer's Rise, you know. So
Right. Suppose that would be a good person to ask to double check sort of
yeah,
what's going on in different regions up here as well.
probably the best person to ask about all that, especially before we start going further.
Yeah. Good to know what we're
Why is that covered? She's gonna point to the covered painting, you said it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Carlisle knows of what all these are. He doesn't know what's behind the covering, but would, from his last history or charisma check, would he know why it is covered?
I'd say
17?
I'd say no. I'd say this is a case of like this is something where you just know these are kind of the selection of the creatures, and it might be something that doesn't really come into your mind because you might think it might be being changed, it might be getting cleaned. It's not something it's occurred to you.
You know, the thing about that is, I've never really thought about it too much. But whenever someone would ask Hondir about it, they wouldn't really get a very good answer. So, I don't know. You could try to be the next person to ask them.
Is this okay? Like socially to do?
Well,
Whelp is crazy.
well, I'd probably leave it V for now.
Mm. She's just staring at
Anyways.
it.
Anyways, I guess I'll go talk to guys if any of you want to come with me. I'd like to introduce you all to them anyways.
Sure, of course.
Carlisle would probably wait, like not like trying to listen in on what like is going on over at guys' table, but he wouldn't want to interrupt the conversation that's happening. So he'd probably wait until it looks like they're not having whoever, if he's sitting with other people, that they're
He's
not
sitting with
like,
one
in a-
person, yeah.
Okay.
And it looks like he's boasting. He's kind of like this like, broad conversation. He's describing a story, and he goes, and you can hear him be like, "And the blade came straight down into my heart. I was dead. I was dead. I'd say for the better part of half a minute, and then back up." You see the person next to him, Carla, you notice from afar, is a pupilli, the same kind of species as V. Darkened kind of fur around their chin, but wearing kind of this almost like tightened robe. Whoa. But you're here. Yeah. I mean, that's why we bring a cleric. Saved my life in the moment. I could have not been. You know, if it had gone bad. The others finished it off anyway. And he kind of stands up out of his chair. Carla.
Hey there, guys.
Walks straight towards you and throws his arms around you, pulls you into a tight hug,
Yeah.
kind of squeezes you.
Big hug.
Pulls you and looks at you. You elusive bastard. Why didn't you send something?
I did send something. I sent something to Tornos.
Yeah, months ago. Where?
Well, I've been a little busy.
And looks across your group.
I got an adventuring party now. This is a 6.
The 6? Right. And, what exactly do you do in an adventuring party?
Adventure. Go around solving problems. We're trying to solve a problem up north next, which is why we're here.
Okay. Well, come join us.
Yeah, Carlisle would. I think that he would probably scope out the pupilli that he's sitting with, but I don't think Carlisle would be too secretive about his like their group task with Gaius, because he would trust. This is a person he would trust unconditionally.
Yeah.
So he'd probably tell him a lot about like the vault stuff and like pretty much everything that's happened since, Crown Heart. Unless like the group's like, don't say that, or like cuts him off or something. I think he'd be pretty excited to boast about his own adventures since leaving.
The rest of you would see for Gaius' appearance, you can see he's kind of a broad hobgoblin similar to Carla, but much kind of broader shoulder, thick, kind of chested individual. He's kind of missing the entirety of his nose, part of his cheek, a scar tissue grown inward. His teeth are kind of invisible on the side on his right side of his mouth. And he's kind of an indented eye that's kind of very thin on the right side, but his left eye is kind of thick and broad. His hair a little bit jagged on the right side as well, with it kind of flowing quite straight down at the back. The whole time you're telling this story, he was like, at first he was like dipping food and eating it. He's been holding like the same bit of bread for the last like 30 minutes of the story. That's like it's like dried up from where he's dipped into the stew, just without like able to stop. And the watcher beside him, the pupilli beside him, goes, I mean, that's more of a story. And guy goes, yeah, I mean, puts his bread down. Oh, sorry, this is Radigal, by the way. He's learning.
Nice to meet you.
He's my squire.
Oh,
What does this one look like?
He's kind of got this deepish blue, almost black like fur, blue in the light, kind of broad eyes, thin kind of chin, quite thin in shape and slender, but similar kind of fur to yours, not too far away from yours. Doesn't match your eclipse, so likely have a different one, but still similar. You can see like a variant of your species. He kind of leans forward. Yeah, it all sounds very confusing. The kind of Scar looks around and goes, I don't mean to presume anything, but you should have called for the Watchers. We could have surely helped out, right? Guys kind of claps on my shoulder. They're adventurous. They're doing it within themselves, it sounds like, and doing a better job than we would do.
Yeah, and I mean, walking on over here from the the western gate, the western path on through the mountains, it looks like you all have enough on your plates right now as it is.
Yeah, it's bad at the moment here. I mean, clearly not as bad at what's going on with you, but it's not great. A lot of us have been called back in case something goes down in the mountain, but we're not hoping for any blood.
Well, in case stuff does get worse here, if you could let the Watchers know that the Royal Chimera that was in the Western Pass, we have also gotten rid of them. So it should be a little bit safer to go through there now.
That's good to hear, because we're going to have to dispatch someone in probably months from now. Knowing that you've cleared it out already is, well, that's a big stress off our backs. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, look, I can help get your people in. I might need a favour from you lot first. See, the thing is, things are very tight around here at the moment. If you can help ease the tensions a bit. The Watchers are kind of on we're on a thin line right now. See, we were gifted something by one of the Prelox gods that's just arrived with a lot of people. He's come here with a very large, few hundred of them. His name is Zebrai the Night Gift. He's a shadow djinn. Him and his group have arrived here from the Black Hinterlands, and they brought with them this idol. Said it was a great gift. Us holding on to it was kind of seen as a... kind of lowers his voice. It was seen as a sign of respect and trust to take care of it. We kept it in the eating hall for all the Watchers to see in public to show that we cared. The problem is, it's gone. It's been stolen.
Right.
Nicked. And the night idol is it's said to all those who eat and rest under it have a greater sleep. We tested it for magic. It didn't seem to be void of any, but he said it represented peace. And the existence of it within the city would guarantee it outside. He was kind of keeping the refugees from turning against each other, and despite all of the arguments might have hearing out there, he is keeping the peace. It's worked so far. 2 nights ago, when it went missing, we've had an attack on the Flamekeeper's store. There's been several murders and fights outside. Those ones have been investigated. The Flamekeeper store owner's dead. We don't know who did that. And Zebrai is furious. We're trying to keep the peace, saying we know where it is, we're finding it. Problem is, we have no idea where to look. Now, if you can find
don't know
it,
where it is.
yeah, it's a problem. But if you can find any leads, anything towards that, I can get your caravan in.
How long has it been missing?
2 nights.
Could you type the djinn's name in the Discord?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can absolutely deal with that. At least take a look around.
He kind of nods his head. If you can get any word in, I might be able to still talk to them, though. Tyrannus is here. I'll see if I can sit down with him and let him know, but at the moment, he is not okay. He's pissed. do that though, and yeah, I'll be able to get him in.
Okay. Now
Me-
sounds like a deal then.
For your business though, Dr. Halber, she's upstairs in the hospital wing. How much did you tell them about what's going on in the north?
I think especially the north stuff, I
Yeah,
would have
okay.
told him.
If you're looking into matters of blood, she's been the one covering some sort of sickness that's been going around. She's been calling it the Pale Curse. It's her area of expertise at the moment, but something has been going on with that. Maybe something to look into for you lot? It's only kicked up recently.
Well, sounds like we're going back to the rise anyway, so I can swing on by. Are they in right now?
No one's really leaving, mate.
All right.
Right, well. Fuck. And I know you've probably heard it a dozen times from all the other watchers, but I was closest to Uda. I'm glad she was with you at the end.
Yeah, me too. And I'll tell you what, they died fighting like a whirlwind.
I have no doubt about it. Kind of just like stirs his drink. To be in half the watcher she was. Half the person.
Carlisle raises his glass to that.
And he finishes his entire drink, puts it down. I'm glad to see you. You're well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there, all right, guys?
Radigo kind of nods his head, looks up towards Venus. And take care. The south is dangerous for us.
You too.
Nods his head. Garth looks across your room. And also, thanks to all you do, Dreadful Warden. Keeping the calm in the south.
Someone mentioned there were other wardens passing through.
Yeah. They're hunting someone. Some sort of lost knight. I was over northwest in the Woodwoods. They passed by asking about them. I can't remember the knight's name for the life of me, but apparently someone had passed through here, heading northwest. A couple more knights came after them. A traitor, they claimed.
Right. Thank you.
Of course. He kind of goes back. And like the moment you kind of like leave them, he looks to Radigan and goes, right, well, I'm never going to top that story, so should we get back to work then? And they both kind of clear up their food and whatnot and carry on. It allows you to slip out of the tavern or wherever you want to go next. And the city is yours to explore, along with looking into the matters of blood and beginning your adventure truly here in the north as you hunt down both blood and desire and the different paths. We'll end tonight's episode there because there's plenty more to explore in the city and plenty more to kind of dive into, and I don't want to overextend into our time cap, so let's do it there. But thanks everyone for playing as per usual, and we'll pick up where we left off next time, next week if everyone's available. I think I'm off in. I've got my niece's birthday on the 26th, so I won't be here for the 26th. So we can kind of decide as well. We always do like a little Halloween episode. It might be too tight to do it for the 19th, or we can just save it for the 2nd. Up to you guys. But we can aim to do our little stupid Halloween bit on one of those 2 days if you're all available.
We have to decide what the bit is.
We haven't decided the bit yet. We haven't. Yeah, I kind
that
of.
makes the second seem more realistic.
Yeah, I think so
We
too.
don't have the bit
Unless,
yet.
yeah.
We
Unless,
don't have the bit.
yeah.
We don't have the bit.
The bit is not available yet. So yeah, we'll work out what we want to do for the old Halloween episode there. But otherwise, let's do some shouts. We'll finish up there. OG couldn't make it today. Twitch.tv/OG or OldLadyGamer. That's where you find her on her socials. Shayne.
Oh no, my numpad's not working anymore. I had to press it like 4 times.
You're caught, man. You're caught.
Listen, I have had a cough for like 17 years. I have to stay on mute. All right. Hi, I'm Shayne. I haven't streamed much lately. I've had a lot of work to catch up on, but I'm hoping either the second half of this week or the start of next week, I should be back.
Sick. Bree.
Hello, twitch.tv/Bree button. I'm probably going to start Silent Hill F this week. I just finished Silk Song.
Good job.
Great. Thank you. It was really hard, but I
Fun.
100%ed it. It was the first game I ever 100%ed. So
Wait,
that
first
was
game?
really cool.
First game ever?
Ever?
Yeah, I've never been in like an achievement hunter or like anything
Oh,
like that.
damn. That's cool.
I mean, I guess technically some story games you probably naturally 100%,
yeah.
but like
King Kong on the Xbox.
How-
But like actively pursuing
like,
it.
I actively
Jackson's, right?
pursued
Yeah, Peter
every
Jackson's King Kong,
single
yeah.
thing.
Hell yes.
Achievement hunters used to buy King Kong just because you just play through the story once, you get the 1,000 gamer points.
That's funny.
You actually get more sales by making your game do that. All right, let's go up to Dodger.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Sick.
but these naughty boys are
Hi,
back.
I'm Dodger. You can find me at Dexbonus on pretty much everything. It's Next Fest week. I'm going to be playing a shit ton of demos. So come watch, come hang out if you want to see what's out there.
Sick. Okay, Sam.
What's up?
You son of a bitch.
Twitch.tv/JoeFudge.
That's twitch.tv/Strippin.
I hear he's got a new show.
Oh shit.
Every Thursday.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's true. But it's Sam shout time. Hey, he's got a dual set up on his computer, right?
Dude, it just, I can't.
I would never do that. It sounds so. Every time someone does that, they just go through this immense amount of stress.
It's been long overdue for me, but it's literally been like, I'm not even kidding, like
Full of just new
2
issues.
days
Everything
of
broke.
troubleshooting. Just 2
Yeah.
days of troubleshooting, yeah.
I don't have the stomach for it. But I bet it's sick by the end when you get it working.
To give you a visual, Sam was setting it up, and then in the morning when I was taking our kid to school, he emerged from his office shirtless and was like, I think it works. I think it's finally working.
I was in there for
Clark just
8
goes,
hours, dude.
Dude, I had to send Sam like fucking video like aids for the mixer and
I had
shit.
videos from you and GP, and I was just like going through the motions.
Oh
Do you know what
god.
the issue was? After like 8 hours of troubleshooting my audio, I had the USB 1 and USB 2 port on the back of the router mixed up. They were going.
It's
to the
always
wrong
something
PC.
tiny like that,
That's
dude.
crazy.
It's
And I just-
insane.
Dude, so bad.
Yeah, that's so stressful. Talking of stressful, asking Tomato to shout himself out. Let's hear it, man.
Man, fucking get off my case. Jesus.
You're always on his ass,
You're
dude.
always
Kinda
on my
crazy.
ass about this
Yeah.
stuff. Like I can't go one day without a shout out from
It's a
you.
juicy ass. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Okay, we have to relax.
Sorry.
Joseph.
Sorry, I just wanted to make you feel more uncomfortable in that moment.
Okay.
An HR person.
Yeah, HR.
Please.
Hey, thanks everyone for playing. Thanks for watching. There is a Patreon. I do have a new show called Big Bad Evil Gang that is every Thursday at 10 p.m. British time. That's 2 p.m. on the West Coast, 5 on the East. If you want to check out like a villain campaign, that one goes on. There's also going to be a one shot at some point this month, which I still have to put together, which chat gets to vote on the theme. It's going to be rather like a known franchise like The Thing or Alien or whatnot. And I'm going to design that for the end of the month. So I'm sure some of the guys here will get. I'll see if you want to play in it or whatnot, but we'll see what happens. It's going to be horror themed. Otherwise, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for playing. We'll come back next week for episode 84 as they explore the city and start hunting for blood. We'll see you guys there. Take care
Yeehaw.
Bye.
Yeehaw.
Bye-bye.
Bye.